Hey guys, welcome to TNT UK. My name is Grimulus, and today I'm joined by none other than Pun Life and Abominable.
Why,
this should be interesting.
Hello, you gorgeous people.
So, we've had a bit of a technical difficulty today. I was running late from work, and we have a backup plan, but unfortunately the backup plan failed. This sort of thing happens. There's not much you can do about it. Hey Gorgoroth, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So what we're going to do, we're going to kick off from now, because I know you guys have been playing from round 1 already. I'm going to go ahead and create a room and invite a couple of people, and what we're going to do is pick a game per round to play on stream. We don't have too many people today, which is good, because it means that hopefully, even with this slight delay, we should be able to finish at a decent time. So bear with me one moment, guys. I'm going to create a room and invite our next match. There's me trying to remember how to work a PlayStation 2. Oh, hang on, wait, 4.
I see no difference.
Yeah. I'll get there eventually. Right, now I'm going to screen share with my guys, so we can all see what is happening. Well, you guys won't be able to see, but the guys who are commentating with me will be able to see what's happening. Listen, I'm old, okay? I remember when PlayStation 2s were the hit thing.
Oh, back in my day we used to have Amigas and Commodore 64.
But we did. They were awesome.
I know, I used them, surprisingly.
They're the newest technology in Poland, aren't they?
Don't they like?
We're just about we're just about getting there, honestly.
So this is literally a very hackneyed stream tonight. You know, I've literally come home and put it together in a few minutes. I'm going to, if somebody would kindly, Gems, let the guys in Discord know that the stream is up and ready to go.
But is it really a hackney stream if no one's getting stabbed?
I see what you did there. Okay, so are we in round 2 yet? Do we have any matches to play?
We do have a round 2 game to play. So Art of Phoenix, unfortunately his opponent hasn't turned up, so he's been DQ'd and put into losers. But he does have his next round match versus KaneAndTrench. We could run with that one. Okay, so Art of Phoenix and KaneAndTrench? I shall Sounds good to me.
Invite players. Oh, do you know what I should do? Is it Art of Phoenix or the Art of Phoenix?
His
Art of Phoenix.
I bet this guy's even
his thing is Lewis-Kaka03.
Oh wait, so he's not even Art of Phoenix on PSN?
Oh no, that would be too easy.
Do you know what I mean? How are you spelling Lewis? Lewis?
Yeah. Hyphen
or underscore?
Hyphen. Kaka, like the footballer, Kaka03.
Do you know that means poo, right?
It does. And we have another result in. I've just seen that JT beat Icarus, so Tiger Shot JT won 2-1 versus Icarus. Icarus is one of Manchester's better players. He's a Claudio player, done well at Revo. Beaten decent players, so well done to Tiger Drop JT. I think Tiger Drop JT, I think I played him in the PC tournament. He was quite a good, if I recall, he was quite a good Dragunov player.
Alright.
So
well, I've just invited KaneAndTrench and Mr. Kaka to this lobby. Hopefully they'll pick it up and come on stream and join you guys and play the game. That'd be awesome if they do. Now it's just a waiting game, innit?
It is indeed.
I've just realised.
So, we have obviously plug time next week. We have Tekken Fighters.
We do.
Tekken Fighter Z.
We do. Hey, wait. Look, there it is. On screen. This tournament is going to be awesome. It's a dual tournament between Dragon Ball FighterZ and Tekken 7. 2 games which we do support quite openly in our community. Obviously, we're largely Tekken at the moment. We do have a rather active contingency of Tekken. Tekken. What are they called? Dragon Ball Fighter Z players. It's going to be good. Wait till you guys see the stream. It's going to be awesome. So we've got. Now we have our players. I think we can go ahead and play and get this started.
Indeed, I think we should be able to, yeah.
Right. Now guys, let me know. Hey Ryu, how you doing? You can't enter because we've started the tournament. We've played the first round already. Unfortunately. Now I know you had a bit of trouble last fortnight, didn't you? Because you tried to enter a PC tournament, but that happens. It does. You know, nothing's above or below anybody. Come on guys, let's go. Let's play your games.
Are we waiting for the PS4 thing to join in? Is this Harada's way of not approving this tournament? He's wagging his finger out there somewhere. We have quite a lot of good players today, though. It's
Surprisingly.
quite a stacked tournament, yeah.
Well, do you know, have you noticed? Most of the tournaments we do are pretty stacked.
Oh yeah.
You know, regardless of what game it is, whether it be KOF or Tekken or whatever it is, we generally attract quite a decent amount of players and decent skill levels as well.
Plus, a lot of our players are very talented.
They are indeed.
Some. I'll exclude myself from that list, but there are some out talented.
It's funny though, like I've noticed that with the PSN tournaments, it's more UK themed. With the PC tournaments, we had a real European contingent come and play.
Oh, it did. Do you know the winner of the last year PC tournament was actually a Belgian player. I forget what the name is. I had a few games with him after the tournament, and you'll obviously kick my ass all over the shop.
I know which one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Very talented player. He was able to get like 4.
Pika.
I think that's it. He was able to get 4 electric wind god fist upper lightning punch things on me in a row, which is pretty
It's easy for
awesome.
you to say.
Yeah, I know, right?
Here we go. So we have KaneAndTrench versus Lewis Kakat or Art of Phoenix. Art of Phoenix is a Scottish player. He's played for I think it's the Clyde Spartans belong team or the Glasgow team. Nice, really good player, quite young and talented, maybe a bit rough around the edges, playing against, obviously, you'd say the best UK player there is, or arguably, but definitely one of the most accomplished in recent times, KaneAndTrench, rocking the 19 win streak.
Yeah, he's been having a real success enough this. He's been showing off his ability to demote people here in Burr. And it's it's great to see him pick up Noctis again. Obviously, he won the last PS4 tournament with Noctis.
Oh, what a great sidestep there! Now, it's well documented that Noctis is sidesteppable, but it's easy to forget in the heat of the game. But that was really well played by Lewis.
Yeah, he seemed very aware of all those sort of linear moves. Obviously, running 1+2 being one of the most linear moves Noctis has. Sadly, doesn't manage to stop a this time this launch. Noctis' combo damage is really good.
Let's see what KaneAndTrench does on the Okie Dokie. He goes for the safe, one of the more safe options, knowing that his opponent would stay down.
Whoa, just rolling in the face of adversity.
Oh, God, have you had that prepared?
I know, right?
I didn't actually. It's my quick work.
And look, we've got more of a comeback again from Art of Phoenix. KaneAndTrench is so good in these clutch situations. And there we go, very nice 1-2 punish. KaneAndTrench opting to get in close and try and jab and apply a lot of mid pressure, try and stop some of the shenanigans.
Try to get the just frame as well. Nice, gets the 1+2 grab, no break.
We'll go in again for Moroki and go. Ooh, that is so dangerous.
Down back 1+2 gets the launch. We'll get the full meaty combo.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That is disgusting. Again, he knows he's going to stay down, so he goes down for that stab, which it obviously is on block, is launchable, but you're not going to get it quick enough for that one.
Nice, but now gets counter hit in return. Oh, nice float conversion. Oh, that sadly doesn't actually work for him.
Oh, you can't whiff versus KaneAndTrench.
Oh, nice counter hit from 1+2.
Crikey, what a combo video. Now, if I was Art of Phoenix, I think I would opt to stay on that stage. Or go back to that stage. I think he's well within his rights to. I think the wall really does suit Noctis, especially having seen KaneAndTrench play yesterday against Tempur Ibis. Tempur Ibis is an up-and-coming King player, and he has a knack of inviting all of the UK's best players to play against him. And we were watching him yesterday, and he did really well against KaneAndTrench at the start, but when KaneAndTrench started finding the walls, it was a different matter. KaneAndTrench has really built a really decent wall game into his Noctis.
See, the thing is, you say that, but at the same time, you could argue that Noctis's wall combos aren't actually that good. His Oki pressure to the wall is actually fairly decent, but his combos can be a bit inconsistent.
Well, you've used him a lot more than I have. I'll take your word for it. I mean,
it's more from what I heard. I haven't used him enough to make my own mind about it, but it just feels like his wall combos are a bit iffy around the edges sometimes. Like, they can be really good, but they can also be really bad. Like if you go for the spear, which is like minus 25 on block effect. If you go for the spear near the wall, the opponent can actually get a free toe kick against you.
Right. Now, do we have people submitting their results on WhatsApp, on Discord, and on the Twitch feed?
I think
I got the WhatsApp uncovered. It's fine.
So I lost to. So Gorgraf lost to BB 2-1 in round 1. Looks like it was a close game. Well done to BB.
Of course, guys, if you've managed to play around 2 games, hang around, because we may just choose you as a game to play for round 3. We like to try and choose as many games as we can.
So Lewis Kaka, or Art of Phoenix, has opted to go for his secondary character, Lily. Interesting.
I feel it's a curious matchup just because both of those characters require a fair amount of movement to counter. But at the same time, I feel like Lily's often approached from a further distance away, and Noctis is designed to punish people trying to go in.
Yeah.
Especially if Art of Phoenix whips.
I think Lily could be quite a pain in the arse for Noctis. And here we go.
Oh boy.
Art of Phoenix, is he going to take it downstairs straight away? Yes, he... Oh, no!
Oh.
Email Harada about that one. How did he end up flying away that way?
It's geometry.
It's
Lily players aren't good at mastering it.
You could say that about most things. Now, look at that. Are we going to see KaneAndTrench go to a 21 win streak? Will we see the win streak broken today? Is the question. Also the question. Oh.
It's actually, I'm very curious how well does Art of Phoenix actually know this matchup, because there's a lot of sort of unoptimal punishes going on.
I'd also like to see him. Yeah. I'd also like to see him use that sidestep a lot more. Obviously, Lily's sidesteps, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's very
This
good.
is a linear character like Noctis. Could be using that. We do go downstairs. Let's see what he's got.
Nice.
Decides to spike. Oh, Kane! Did you notice the spacing KaneAndTrench had there to make that move not even be a risk? Perfect. And you can see the KaneAndTrench just opting to poke. And then, when we see Art of Phoenix do the down forward 1 pressure, he's getting some juice off it. This should do it. And it does. 2-1.
Nice, very conditioned Kane. I actually conditioned Kane into eating that 1, 2, 3, I believe.
Gets the wall again.
Nice lucky.
Yeah. KaneAndTrench knew just to take that and eat it and get up. And look, it's like he's listening to us. He's poking more. He was getting in deep. Is he going to get a chance to get in and do more? Not quite.
Very good punish.
Very good, and also I'd say Art of Phoenix, if he just adapted a bit more earlier on, I think it could have been a lot closer. I think we saw signs of adaptation there, where he was poking and getting his down forward one pressure in. I would have liked to have seen him do some more sidestepping, but it was a good game, and it certainly wasn't as one-sided as maybe some of the pundits might have had it. So well done to KaneAndTrench, well done to Arthur Phoenix, otherwise known as Lewis Kakao, otherwise known as Divine Tricks. You guys just don't make our lives easy.
No, absolutely not. And that was actually quite exciting. I quite enjoyed that. There were a few times where I actually genuinely thought that Mr. Kaka was actually going to win that, because he seemed to have the right amount of pressure. But Noctis seems to press buttons from wherever he wants to on screen, and you tend to lose energy, and I don't know where it goes.
I think you're just not used to getting your Pumpkins punished, you know?
Anyway, do we have another round to play? Another match to play?
Let's have a look. In the meantime, I think on that note, I think a lot of matches versus KaneAndTrench can look quite close, because KaneAndTrench isn't skank heavy. He punishes. He's a grinder. He punishes and pokes, and he spaces well. So, you know, whereas some players will just go very skank heavy and sometimes steal rounds massively, KaneAndTrench kind of works his opponent down and works out the matchup as he goes through the game. I like to see that in his play. It's a very honest style of play. If we just call out some of the games that are going on right now. So we've got Derpy Lana, who's the Luton player, the Luton Eliza player, playing against Raw Beast mode, whoever that is.
Raw Beast mode?
Raw Beast mode.
Wow.
Shirdel versus Wezzles, or Vezers, depending on where you're from. King Shamus versus Shazer. C-Krizzle, so BB beat Gorgorath. BB is a really good Zhao Yu player from Warwickshire. She beat Luton's King player Gorgorath 2-1. She's really not earned herself a reprieve though. She's playing at C-Krizzle in round 2. Kwis, who's a London Hwarang player. There's nearly as many Hwarangs as there are Kings in this area, but he's a very, very strong Hwarang player versus Shift. I think he's a CKT player. I don't really know that guy though. CKT are like gremlins. If you pour water over them, they just seem to multiply. Senpai Shiki, playing against Tiger Drop JT. So Tiger Drop JT beat Manchester's Icarus. So Senpai Shiki versus him. And then finally, we've got Mr. Khan versus Dancing Science. So Mr. Khan is the Eddie and Mishima player that I think a lot of us have high hopes for. He looks like he could be one of the big talents in the UK against Luton's Dancing Cyan, who's a very good Mina player.
Who do you think is going to take it, or say a top 3 for this tournament?
Should we each go with our predictions?
Yes.
Mr. Grimm, you go for it.
Well, the last time we did a PlayStation 4 tournament, KaneAndTrench won it with his Day 2 Noctis. I don't really want to back him again, because that shows, you know, insane favouritism. That's like, you know, backing Manchester United just because they're Manchester United. And I also don't want to ignore the other talent that we've got in this tournament. We've got, as you mentioned before, BB, you've got C-Krizzle, who's climbing his way slowly back up to prominence. And you've got Senpai Shiki, you've got Mr. Khan, you've got King Shamus. You've got so many people who have the ability to topple KaneAndTrench. I would like to say Shiki, maybe because he's my guy, you know.
That's a fair pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Shiki.
You managed to be biased and also give a credible answer, so well done.
I'm a politician at heart.
KaneAndTrench is undeniably a force to be reckoned with. I'd put him in my top 3 for sure. I'm looking down the list. I'd like to see C-Krizzle do well, but I have seen a lot of match rust on him. It'd be interesting to see how he does. I think Shirdel, I'd suggest he could be in the top 3, but I know, like me, with last time I played in the PS4 tournament, he hasn't been playing on PS4 much at all, and there's only a handful of players I know who really don't have to adjust to change from PC to PS4. I think if I was to pick my top 3, I'd probably go Senpai Shiki, KaneAndTrench, and maybe I'll throw in a curveball. I think it's going to be between Shirdel and King Shamus as well.
Really?
Now, also, the other reason why I say this is that I notice here King Shamus has won his round 2 match versus Shazer. Shirdel's currently playing his match against Rezzles. They could be going head to head in this next round.
Indeed. Well, I've actually invited King Shamus to the lobby. We're just waiting for the outcome of Weasels or Wezzles or however you
Shirdel
pronounce
2,
it.
Rezzles 1. We've just got the result in. I'll update that.
We've got Shirdel and Shamus.
We've got Shirdel and Shamus, and those two were suggesting they might have a match against each other today, and it seems to have come out that way.
Do I have Shirdel on here? What is Shirdel's PSN?
I don't know.
Well, while you search for his PSN, I'd like to not be stuck, but I will also want to do some predictions.
Unless I can barely hear you. Seriously, you sound like you're in a tunnel far, far away. There you go. Thank you.
I'm eating my mic again.
Pun life, before you go on. Pun life.
Yep.
No one asked you.
I asked myself, okay? Jesus Christ, this is roast every time I'm on streams too. I'd just like to bring some attention to a lot of the underdogs in this tournament. I mean, I reckon Mr. Khan could do a lot of damage. He's a really, really solid player. I mean, mechanically, he's absolutely amazing. I think his decision making is really good. I don't think he mind games too. Well, he mind games a bit here and there, but he's just plays honestly enough, and his technicals are good enough that he doesn't really need to mind game most of the time. I want to see how Icarus does, because obviously a fellow Claudia player. We don't have many of those, and so it's interesting to see people actually use a character like that and have some success in it. And then I really want to see how Kawis does, just because he's a really solid player. He did really, I think he got like top 16 out DG War 2, and I've played him. He was in my pool at Strong Style EU qualifier as well. He played very solidly. I think
Have you just seen his results?
I haven't.
He just beat CKT Shift 2-1, so he is through to the next round.
So he's playing either KaneAndTrench or BB.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, the result of that match will be
For
paid
his
the winner.
sake, I hope it's KaneAndTrench, because you don't want to face a Xiaoyu as sparring.
Now, I have a question, guys. Is Shirdel CKT? Is KOF CKT? KOF, sorry, I'm looking at my screensaver. Is Shamus CKT? Yes, I am a KOF main. Hey, go on. Are they both CKT? Yes.
I think, Shamus is CKT
Yes.
on his Steam profile.
Yes, they're both CKT, but also, thank God your screensaver was just an innocent KOF picture. Otherwise, God knows who you'd be asking is CKT. So.
It could have been a saucy KOF picture.
Now, before we start this, I'd just like to say this tournament is actually powered by Matcherino. So a lot of people have been donating, and if they haven't been donating, they've been clicking the links or following the sponsors who will in turn donate to the prize pot of this tournament. The good thing is it doesn't actually cost them a penny when they do that. So we have a nice little, tiny little prize pot for the winner of this tournament. 100% of the proceeds will go to them. Thank you very much, Matcherino. We'll be using them a lot in future.
And we'll call out the various names after this game. So we've got King Shamus versus Shirdel. Nice conversion from Shamus. Going to take it to the wall. 1-2, ground throw. Yep, goes for the one break. Now what's Shirdel going to do?
Oh, beautiful.
Well, Shamus, very, very interesting there. Somehow finds his back to the wall. Now, Shamus is one of the most dangerous King players in the UK when he has his back to the wall. He's got a really strong wall game. Closes out very nicely there. One round up to Shamus. Just a hot knee right in his face. Doesn't convert that. Nice crouch dash 1+2. Is going to take it towards the wall. Now goes for the back turn. Probably will go for the down through.
He had all the pressure on something he lost it. But
I think that sometimes King Shamus' downfall is that he has such a great offence. He gets a bit excited and then extends himself too much.
Yeah.
And you've got to say that that whole round loss there came from a bit of overextension at the wall. Could have maybe just backed off and waited to see what Shirdel would do. He still had all that pressure and all that advantage. Gave it up. Now Shirdel's getting in. Doesn't convert fully, but gets him again. That's a big
nice
miss from Shamus.
Yeah, now he's losing the momentum and Shirdel's capitalizing on it. It's you can't let Shirdel get momentum. You can't, to be honest, you can't get either of his players get momentum.
Oh, up forward 4 right at the start of the round again. He's catching them with that. Goes for the tier 1 twist there. We'll have Oki after this. Let's see what he does. We haven't seen many down forward ones yet. This is one of his first ones. Winning me, we'll have another mix-up. Very dangerous way to close out a game, and I know that personally. But gets it.
It's a good option if it works, you know.
Yeah. Oh, this is a difficult conversion, and he's gone for it in the deciding round. Really nice. Went for the 1+2 throw.
Oh,
gets a massive launch. One break again. Now, what's Shirdel going to do to get out of this? And he gets it.
Gets the low.
Now, Shirdel had all the momentum there. There's no doubt about that. King Shamus just ignored it and went straight in on him straight away. And you can see what the wall game this guy has is insane.
Yeah, it was very, very good. He just wanted it. He wanted to just keep exerting that pressure on Shirdel and not let him up. And, you know, it worked. Obviously, there was one moment where it actually went against him. And that happens. And Shamus has got to keep that trigger happy finger at base sometimes. But if it works, can't blame him.
Absolutely. The thing is about playing in a first to 2 against King Shamus, he is so dangerous, because if you don't, it's hard to talk in case the players are both listening to us. I don't want to tip them off too much, but he plays in such a way whereby the rounds can run away from you very, very quickly. So
yeah, for sure.
It can be very difficult to know what to do sometimes if you're getting that lead.
Yeah, especially considering the rage mechanic with the addition of rage arts in this game. You got to be very careful what you're doing. It forces a specific mindset when you get players low. I mean, if you know you're already in a combo and the combo will kill them, fine, you just keep doing what you're doing. But otherwise, you got to be kind of careful.
Yeah, he does take big risks though. Like, he was closing out those rounds with junkyard kicks. KaneAndTrench has been kind enough to remind me of me doing that in a round where District G War, whereby I just needed to poke him out to win the particular game. I think it was the first game of our match, and I went for it, and he was ready for it and punished it and took a chunk off me to win the game. And it was a clutch moment between the two of us. You got to be so careful. If your opponent expects that to happen, or at least is wary of it, then you're going to eat big damage potentially.
Yeah. That's the thing is, it's hard to determine, especially if in like a first game, or I should say, it's hard to determine how conditioned the opponent is against your character. So sometimes that risk may pay off, but it's a sort of risk-reward calculation.
Now they are playing. I can say what I was going to say earlier. Shamus will start the game every single round by pressing buttons, and he did it again that time and still got a connection. Oh, nice one break. That was very, very important there. Oh, now this is a very dangerous situation.
Oh,
we could be caught in an infinite. This could be an infinite.
Oh boy.
Not quite. That was very, very dangerous. And he catches nice. Setups from King Shamus. Well played. In that particular situation, you can actually have an infinite ground throw. He was just slightly off axis to get it. Very, very nice. And what is this combo? This is a crazy conversion. Doesn't get it to the wall.
Gets anyway. As well. Oh, very nice.
And Shirdel's having a really rough time
as well.
He's just trying to steal the turn back, but I think maybe he just needs to wait for his moment to punish instead. He doesn't need to worry about pressing buttons in between relatively safe moves. Shamus does overextend himself, but he is 2 rounds up already against his teammate. Goes for an up forward 4, gets caught.
Nice well.
Shirdel's got to do a lot of work now. I think Shirdel's just decided that instead of trying to find the moments to interrupt Shamus, he's just going to be oppressive himself.
And I think that's the best way to play against Shamus, honestly. I think, despite laying such a heavy offense down, Shamus isn't actually very good at handling offense himself, as shown in the previous tournaments.
Yeah. T1 should see him. Oh, that was important there. That was nearly going to be a shiny wizard into the face. Doesn't get it.
It's a lot of damage from the rage drive.
He's in a really tough situation now.
Will this be enough? I don't think it is.
It won't be. Shamus will have rage.
Oh, look at that.
And he's gone for it. He's gone for it. And he's caught Shirdel.
Oh.
2 games to 0 for King Shamus. Teammate versus teammate. Shirdel gets shoved into the losers bracket.
That's Shamus also making his way up the tier list.
Now, guys, who did I say that might be a surprise in this tournament? He's dangerous. He's dangerous. If you've only got 2 games to work him out, unless you are massively, massively patient, which Shirdel wasn't, you can get caught out. And he did indeed. Very well played to King Shamus and well played to Shirdel. He started to work his way back in, but it was almost a little bit too late.
Right. Okay, so, you know, I mentioned before that we are having Matcherino Power all of our online tournaments before. I don't think I specified if they're online or offline, but we'll certainly be using them a lot. We've got a few people that actually managed to donate some money, either via, you know, their PayPal accounts, or if I scroll down this page, you'll see these sponsors on the right hand side of the page. All you need to do is click on them, visit their web pages, or follow their Twitter or Instagram or whatever it is, and they will actually donate that amount of money to the prize pot. Biggest donators, Mr. King Shamus, thank you very much. £3 or $3.60, which is probably about £1.80, I don't know. Eternal Dragon, Vindaloo, and Mr. Abominable TV himself. Thank you very much. It's appreciated.
Absolute pleasure.
You can find this Matcherino. Oh look, the prize pot's gone up to $25.55. How much is that in like real money?
That's like,
Like
15 quid.
Nah, it can't be 15 quid. It must be like 20 quid, surely.
Well,
Let me see.
check the
70.
Google machine.
So the winner's going to get a nice, you know, chunk of money, and the majority of it has not had to be paid for by you, which is awesome. Anybody can contribute
Curiously
to.
enough, £17 is just enough to get yourself an elf subscription card for a month, I believe. Right?
It is.
Funny that. I think the winner should grab themselves one of those for you know, a great deal.
That's not bad. Anyway, moving on to the brackets, we can see how this tournament is developing. You can see that King Shamus did indeed beat Shirdel 2-0. We have Senpai Shiki and Mr. Khan. Are we able to have that match now?
Yeah, we'll be able to have it on the stream. I think that's going to be a really good match.
I think so.
I think... See, Shiki's an amazing player, but I think Mr. Khan can do it.
Ooh. See, what I'm more interested in...
I believe in him.
What I'm more interested in is this is actually kind of a team kill as well.
Yes.
Because Mr. Khan is definitely elf. By virtue of him actually playing with us regularly.
One of us.
He's one of us. I'm just going to invite him to the lobby now. As well as, I remember his name is Yellow Flash. And the other guy, Mr. Khan, is Mishima.
Is it Mishima 007?
That's right. No, just 07.
It's just 07, my bad.
Yes.
Right. The real question in this matchup is, though, who is Senpai Shiki going to use?
That is a very good question. The guy is so talented, he can use pretty much half the cast, if not all of them. It's literally a mystery, isn't it?
I want to see him use Panda. I think that would be quite something.
Right, I'm going quiet for a moment while I shout at people on Discord.
Khan!
Khan!
The wrath of Khan.
Innit?
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Innit?
Can you feel it?
Wait, hold on, Stu. Even I have to say, this is a dad-free joke, so...
I cannot handle this.
Hang on a minute. You've got me, you, and Pun Life, and you can't make dad jokes. So it's going to be silence.
I can't believe you just said that.
Oh.
I literally just made the same joke.
Yeah,
Come
but
on,
it's
man.
funny when I do it.
Let me just point out that Vern just made a joke and laughed at it himself with no one else laughing.
Listen, I'm a dad. I have to laugh at my own jokes because nobody else will. It's
I mean,
literally that bad.
I laugh out of pity sometimes. Man.
Right, so we're getting ready to kick off with Yellow Flash, who is actually Senpai Shiki. He's actually on the official elf team roster. he will be travelling around to the UK and parts of Europe with his other teammates representing East London Fighters. I'm very, very proud of this, by the way. Along with Robin, our top female player, and Ronissa. And, do you know, this is the thing, I always forget number 4.
Yep. I know who's number 4.
Please tell me.
Let me just say he's used to laying down the law.
Oh, there you go. That's it. Only the UK's best law. Who is, oh gosh, Gosain. There you go. Now, it's not because anybody is less, I think less of anybody. I literally can't remember more than 3 things at any one time. So you're asking me, you know, who's the 4 people? I will tell you 3 and have to look up the 4th.
Yeah, interesting fact in the chat as well. We have allied with KaneAndTrench for the trip to Poland for Tekken World Tour. So well, there will be some training sessions.
That is good. I'll give the guys a laptop that they can play
I'm gonna be team killing my own countrymen, hopefully.
Is it actually called? It's still a team kill. You're more British than you are Polish.
Well, I guess country kill, betrayal. I'm gonna lose my citizenship somehow. I don't know. Anyhow, we're going to Steve against Eddie.
Indeed.
Quite an interesting matchup. I don't actually see this matchup very often.
Legs against feet. Well,
legs against feet.
Mostly legs against feet, because he's not like quite Harang, is he? He's more still quite leggy.
You're talking about a boxer against Capoeira.
Yeah, but he uses his legs.
Well, but you said legs against feet.
Oh, did I say legs against feet?
Yeah, when one of them's the boxer.
Yeah, this is where I shut up now. Oh dear, oh dear. So anyway, Senpai Shiki laying down the law against Mr. Khan. That was quite a decisive round there.
It was, but now Senpai Shiki's taking it back very confidently. Some beautiful, massive launches there, and very good read and spacing.
Missed whiff punish there, but lovely launch. Get a nice punish. I don't know if it'll go to the wall though. Doesn't get a proper splat.
Oh, I just realized I was looking at the wrong thing again. I was looking at the streams instead of my Discord. I'm so sorry.
Why would you do that? We've got like...
Do you know how many windows I have? It's really difficult.
Do you know how many I have? I've got 3 up right now.
I have 1 monitor, okay?
I have 3.
Exactly. That's 1 window per screen, and beautiful launch from Mr. Khan.
And you know, all of my monitors are showing the same thing, but at different speeds. It's really frustrating.
A lot of wall damage. Very nice escape from Mr. Khan. Oh, gets away from the wall, now is able to space out. Get his dance up going as well. Interesting. Very risky move, but could have potentially paid off. Well, instead we go to final round. Sorry, final round. Just little pokes. Nice counter hit.
Ooh,
oh, very
stun.
Damage there. Nice, breaks the ultimate tackle. Oh, he's gonna have to get away from the wall.
Oh, nice launch. Managing to get out, roll out the way. Nice patience there by Shiki. Nice blow block. Oh, that was so intense.
Beautiful. What a slow-mo to end that game as well. And very, very close. See, this is what I mean. Mr. Khan really has a chance in this matchup. He's a very, very solid player. Although Shiki is no slouch, so he's not giving up easy.
That was quite good. I enjoyed watching that. But then, you know, this kind of displays the level of Tekken that we've grown into at Elf. You know, I think when we first started, especially playing Tekken, we were all sort of okay, we were good, but with interaction with players like KaneAndTrench and most of the guys from District G, Phantom and Rukang, we've kind of grown, I think. You know, anybody can definitely challenge anybody else.
Indeed. And do you think we're going to see a character switch from Mr. Khan, or perhaps from Shiki?
Well, Shiki can't switch characters because, you know,
Oh yeah,
he won.
win a lock. Yeah.
And if he does, then he'll be forfeiting that particular game. But certainly, Mr. Khan can switch characters. He's a Mishima specialist, and I'm surprised he didn't actually go with the Mishima at this stage. Things take so much longer on PlayStation 4, don't they?
Yeah.
Alas,
It's,
it is what it is. Here we go. We have game number 2 between Elf Senpai Shiki and Elf Mr. Khan. Hey Auntie D, how you doing? I know she's watching us in the stream. If you guys don't know who Auntie D is, she is the incredibly loud voice that you hear at our offline tournaments. She's the woman that you listen to. If you don't, you know, she pierces your eardrums.
Yeah.
But she's very friendly while she's doing it.
Oh, depends which team you're on, to be honest.
In it.
She still hasn't let me forget that one time I didn't turn up to a tournament and she had to shout "Pan Life" in the room multiple times. That was my first tournament. That was like 5 months ago now.
Right, so no character change. We've gone straight back into game number 2. We have had a costume change though, because, you know, the costumes add stats to your character, like movement and block power and stuff. I don't know. They should.
Block power. Is that the best you can come up with?
It's been a really long day at work, okay?
I just had to come out of mute to make sure that that didn't actually carry through as fact on the stream.
What was
That
that?
does not happen. The clothing does not give you extra power.
They should.
It kind of does. I've mentioned this before. The clothing actually has an effect, not a physical one.
A
to
mental
some
one,
degree,
surely.
No. But there's, well, to some degree, yeah. But
Very
if
nice
you,
there.
if you pick a character with clothing items that are very similar to the background, it'll be very hard to see the moves.
No, there is that.
Plus, if somebody picks really bad outfits, you know,
It distracts you.
yeah, like I'm a deeply stylish person. Like I kind of face it.
Do you know, having said that, I think I played a person who had Geese's peacock costume, and I couldn't see a damn thing because everything was green, like fluorescent green.
Yeah, it is actually kind of annoying. There's a couple of other characters that have costumes that make them very hard to see. Gigas has those trailing tentacles behind him that can make some things difficult to see.
Yeah, see, so it does. You know, he had +3 to camouflage.
So this is
Khan is 2 rounds up.
Yeah.
yeah, it seems like the costume change is actually working against Shiki here. The green
Oh,
is standing
very
out way too much.
Now this could be potentially an infinite, because I think Khan was showing us in the Elf WhatsApp group the other day, well, a couple of weeks back, that there is an infinite that you can do with Eddie, depending on how your opponent wakes up.
Oh,
Yeah, I
the
think it-
50-50.
Yes,
Is it, if they don't tech roll, that they can get floated back up again like a reset.
yes, because he's got a low launcher as well as a mid launcher, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
nice break and grab.
See, that's nice because even if he breaks it, you get a reset of situation. Suddenly they've got their back to the wall. Nice duck there from Khan and lovely conversion. Shiki under pressure, but he just plays so well under pressure. He didn't get too worried about it. He went in and got his stuff in. 2 rounds all. Khan was in the driving seat. He'll be cursing himself if he doesn't convert this game. One plus 2 break, gets it. Oh, look at the distance he just got on that, perfect.
So I'm assuming you're negative the closer that like finishes to you.
I think it's a bit like Nina's one where I'm not sure. I think it's a lot like Nina's one where if you get the distance perfect, it's safe. Otherwise, it's unsafe.
Right.
Khan takes
Very
it
good
3
option
rounds to 2.
from Khan. See, he was trying to wear Shiki down in that last round as well. Lots of little lows. Nothing too outward, but
Well, that's what the thing is that against Steve. Obviously, the more you're crushing highs, the better you're going to do generally. and I feel like he started to do that a lot more rather than trying to trade mids with Steve, which is a dangerous game to play. So it's very well 3-2, 3-2, wasn't it? One way than the other.
Yeah, yeah.
And Khan probably should have had that first game.
Yeah, it was very much a steal. We'll see if we're gonna have a card switch in this match.
I think he'd be crazy to change character, honestly. I think Eddie's the kid. Eddie's, I think, got quite a good game against Steve here.
No, but I mean, Shiki is now.
Oh, of course,
has now
Shiki
lost the
can
game,
change.
and
Yeah,
he
no,
can
my bad.
change.
And I probably would, to be honest with you.
Just to throw Khan off.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think maybe. Oh, what's happened here? You think Haran could be quite a good option?
Oh boy.
Oh, what happened?
Did the lobby die?
That's not good. PSM, please. Spent half your life waiting for a match to start.
It's okay.
At least people get to hear our voices.
Yeah, they're like that.
Yeah, ASMR with two dads and someone who's not a dad.
But listen to Vern's voice. I feel like I want to run a bath whenever I hear Vern.
As much as I want to deny, I guess I cannot. Get it? Cannot.
Oh
Oh
god.
dear, here we go.
Back to the corny jokes.
Oh, my God, do you know what I have to say to that?
One. Oh, brilliant! I like that.
I'm just curious, how long was he keeping that open in the background somewhere?
Oh, it's the East London Fighters Tekken Community soundboard
We need one of those actually.
with things such as Slow Mo City and
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
So you mean it's an East London Fighters Stew soundboard?
No, you could do you as well. You could do.
I'd rather not do me, honestly.
Alright, so we're just waiting for these guys to gear up and we'll get kicked off. Our next match after this one, interestingly enough, will be King Shamus and KaneAndTrench. Now, we really do need someone to take KaneAndTrench into losers. I don't hate you, KaneAndTrench, but I just think you need a bit of a challenge. Please, I'll pay you to take him into losers.
Oh my god.
See, the thing is, you say that, but last time didn't Kane get put into losers by Shiki and then came back and won the tournament anyway?
Yep, he did. He did. I'll have a look at the brackets and see how I can influence this tournament negatively. Mwah. No, I won't do that, because that's bad.
Emailing Harada to break PSN.
Yeah.
So Tiger Drop JT just won his game against Dancing Saiyan, so he'll be playing Shirdel
Oh, nice.
in losers round 3. I think I just saw Shirdel go onto PC Tekken. Let
Oh,
me see if I can kick him back off it. Is he in it? Yeah,
is BB still in the tournament? Let me have a look.
she is, I think.
Okay, good.
I believe she was in losers. I think she was meant to be playing CKT Shift.
Wow. Wait, who's this dude? That's not a name I recognise.
Which dude?
Shift, CKT Shift.
No, I don't recognise it either.
Oh.
Other than knowing as a CKT player, I don't really know much else. I think he may be Swedish.
Oh.
Yeah, Shiki starting from a bang. Oh, nice option from Stikhan. Gets nice drag over. Takes him to the wall. Oh, sidewall sadly. Gets the wall spot but doesn't fully capitalize. Nice power crush. And gets the low to finish off. Very good sequence, bro. Very fast, very fluid. No waiting around.
I love Khan's movement. He's really got his backdash down. Obviously, it helps a lot having Eddie to backdash with, but his movement is very good.
It's very good indeed, yeah.
But Eddie's one of those characters that people tend not to play with that often. Is it a stigma thing or what?
I think the stigma will be part of it.
No one wants to be
Two
perceived as
rounds
cheesy.
up already. Oh, what a great
But
catch there.
we've seen this happen before. He's been 2 rounds before, and Shiki has managed to come back. So it's
Yeah,
kind
I've got
of
the
hard,
move.
yeah.
So he's got half a bar. He's gone into poke mode. And look at is that the best that Shiki can get off that? Just,
looks
I
like
mean,
it.
Khan could be doing it every time. I'm
That's
really
patience.
surprised Shiki stayed with Steve.
He's got a very good harangue, actually.
I think Ryan has some good answers to relax as well.
Yep.
Oh,
And up
Wow.
4-4. And then he goes into handstand.
so what did I say before?
That was shocking.
Who was I rooting for?
Yeah, well,
Oh, I
Interesting.
know. The underdog. And he has done it. And it was beautifully done, especially that last game.
well done,
Very,
Khan.
very dominant performance.
That was awesome.
Very good adaptation from Mr. Canberra as well.
Now, we're going to take our first winners final match. So this is top 6 now we're starting. Our winners final match is District G's KaneAndTrench and CKT's King Shamus. Mr. Shamus. I'm just going to go ahead and invite these guys. In the meantime, have a look at this. This is our tournament, which is happening in, I think it's about 8 days now, next week Saturday. And it's a dual tournament with Tekken 7 and King. Oh, I keep thinking King. I've got Kings in my head. King of Fighters, King Shamus. It's neither of those. It's Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It's going to be awesome. If you guys are available, you should definitely come down for it.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Same here. I mean, it's going to be effectively like a first tournament of the season for a
Are you-
lot of us.
Are you playing Pun Life?
Of course. I mean, I need some practice.
So I think the whole commentary team plans to play, which should be good fun. We'll have to be smart
Yeah,
about moving
I
around
mean-
it.
Yeah, last time I played one of the other commentators, I remember winning, so I'll try to replicate that result.
It's funny. I remember your team losing. Listen,
I
right,
remember-
let's get this. No, let's get this
I
straight.
remember 3-0ing JCHD, but 3-0ing you while you had your gun, proving that DC is better than Marvel, even though I like Marvel more, but that's beside the point. And then I lost to Mr. T, which isn't about to happen again.
I
But
played with a sock on my head. Okay, I can tell Mr. Grimm.
I
Mr.
see no
Speed.
difference. If anything, it looked better.
Show some respect to the boss of Elf, please. Let him speak.
Sorry, Mr. Boss.
Now also, guys, if you're watching this and you want to contribute, you want to join in ways other than just keeping an eye on the stream, you can donate to Matcherino. You don't actually have to put your hands in your pockets. All you need to do is, once you sign in, is follow any one of these sponsors on Twitter and or Instagram or whatever they've asked you to do, or visit their websites, and they will actually put into the prize pot for you, which is pretty darn awesome. We've got some our top donors already. Mr. King Shamus, one of the dudes who's playing now, Eternal Dragon, Vindaloo, that's our Elf Media Manager, and Mr. Abominable TV. Thank you very much, guys. Now, let's get back to the action.
Just looking at the losers bracket, by the way, BB's really made her way through. She's going to be top 8 in this tournament, whatever happens.
Wow.
I'm having flashbacks to DG Warframe.
Of course, she knocked you out, didn't she?
Yeah, and losers. When she went on, she was rampaging for losers for a little bit actually. I still need my revenge.
Right, I'm excited about this game. This is going to be fun.
Do you know what
Quite a
I
small
like?
Stage.
Do you know what I like? I'm liking the rise of all these different factions in Tekken. I mean, obviously District G have been around for a while, CKT have been around for a while, but you've got Elf, you've got NJT, Nijota as well. You've got all these other ones. We discovered the last fortnight. Was it Lions something or other?
Do they even count?
Lion's Fury.
That's the one.
Oh, didn't set roll it. And just another hot knee. great. This is great juggle conversion here. Now, what's he going to do? Oh, that was a big read from KaneAndTrench. King Shamus goes to finish it with the junkyard. Mid pressure from Shamus.
Nice. Gets
Into
the-
Shamus, I should say, but he gets the giant swing. Doesn't take it again. Shamus is trying to challenge nearly everything here.
Calling me A.
And this is,
Everything.
this is 3 giant swings, unbroken.
Oh,
This one was
Yes,
tech
back-
at the end.
down back 2 is going to be a lot of meaty damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow, the camera angles.
it's, yeah, interesting. That's we're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
KaneAndTrench stole that round back, really. He knows he's in the game, that's for sure.
Nice block. That was a sequence of very bad punishes from both players. That was quite
Yeah.
interesting.
That's PS4 for you. Oh, charges hit. That was psychic. That was so cool.
He was ready for it and he did it. Nice. And emo man at the wall. Oh, beautiful.
Shamus kind of probably scratching his head, wondering what the hell's going on here. This very nice of Shamus goes for a big gamble, and he should. He's on very low health. 2 rounds to 1 up with KaneAndTrench. I think KaneAndTrench is starting to work out that he also needs to swing for the fences here. It's turned into a bit of a barn burner.
KaneAndTrench definitely taking advantage of all the wild standing moves Noctis has. Oh, beautiful down forward too. Drops the combo over. Here's the pro punish.
Oh.
Brilliant. Take the game.
Unlucky to King Shamus, well played KaneAndTrench. That was good because I saw KaneAndTrench kind of adapt, and rather than trying to rely on his punishment at King Shamus and trying to guess right, he just thought to himself, maybe King Shamus is also pressing buttons in between my combos where he shouldn't. Let's see if he knows how to play against this character, and it, yeah, he turned the tables quite heavily. That's the funny thing about these tournaments. You can see one guy just absolutely dominate and then play another player, and it just changes completely.
Yeah, it's that's the lovely thing about fighting games, honestly. Because you can know one, like, even if you know the character matchup, with let's say King. I mean, we always talk about how varied he can be played. So even if if you theoretically know the character, you might not be able to adapt to the person's playstyle, and often you could probably apply the same logic to a lot of the other characters.
The thing is about KaneAndTrench is he doesn't resort to ducking against throws. That isn't the optimal thing to do. The optimal thing is to break, and he makes life hard for himself because, you know, if you do duck, you know, if you get that read right, you can while standing punish, which is, especially with Noctis, that's a really good chunk. But he plays in a very honest way. He relies on fundamentals. He relies on sidestepping and throw breaking rather than trying to duck, because the moment Shamus would get a read on all that ducking, he's just going to do hop knees all the time.
Yeah. At the same time, you got to be careful with Shamus happening all the time, because a lot of Noctis's power comes from the full crouch mix-up.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
it's
so
really
that's a good point. Do you think Shamus is hop kneeing more because of that?
I don't know. I don't know if Shamus thinks that much. I think Shamus just happening because it's Shamus.
Talented player. I believe he is more instinct than he is science, but that's what we love about him. That he also
Hey, if
can
it
pull off
works,
some
can't blame
massive wins because of it.
Yeah. It's his primal instinct, an instinct of the beast, I guess.
I love it that we've got that mix of, you know, instinct versus science as well. And I think this is probably one of those classic battles, the way Shamus plays versus the way KaneAndTrench plays. Okay, so that's set up. That's guaranteed.
Oh, nice, good one, thing.
Shamus will never turn down the opportunity to use plus frames. If he's got plus frames, he is going to press buttons. Nice conversion there. Gets the wall pressure.
Oh no.
Again, he just overextends himself. Is this going to do it? Not quite. Oh, yes, it
No,
does.
it is enough, yeah.
And again, we just saw Shamus just put in so much good work, then just overextend himself by a tiny amount, and KaneAndTrench takes it. Hop knee
And another
again.
hop knee.
This is insane.
Is he playing Claudia suddenly?
Oh, KaneAndTrench pressing buttons there, or at least ducking.
Vern, don't accept that invitation.
Don't, Vern,
Don't
do
do
not. I know you love King of Fighters. Is this,
Resist.
this is paid advertising for King of Fighters.
Thing is, I've probably got half of Europe on my friends list for KOF.
I mean, it's not an achievement of
Again,
25 people.
Well, I don't understand. This is brilliant from King Shamus. I don't understand why he thought that was his turn to do that, but it works so well.
See, when I do this, I get told that I'm bad at Tekken. When King Shamus does this, it's brilliant.
Eternal Dragon often says the same thing when he sees things work. Oh, when I do that, it works. Whenever I do that, get up. But that's why it takes all sorts. It's brilliant. So KaneAndTrench on match point again. KaneAndTrench will know he's been in a game here. King Shamus has taken every opportunity to brutalise Noctis.
No,
Looks like KaneAndTrench
so
is on
much
the driver's
damage
seat.
to the Wolver.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful flow. This might be the end.
Yeah. Again,
is.
Shamus was kind of caught in a bit of a sequence that I think he knows King so well. His muscle memory with King is pretty strong, but sometimes that also means he gets caught in sequences, and we saw that there. He was just whiffing over and over. Well played to King Shamus. He stays in the tournament. He's out of winners.
That's pretty decent. Now, we're going to look at the brackets now, because I think there's been a few interesting developments. Mr. Khan, who managed to take out our very own Senpai Shiki, is actually in the next winners final against Mr. K-Wiss. Who's that, by the way?
So he's he's the guy with the really amusing PSN. We've still got quite a few games going in. Well, a couple of games going losers round 3. Senpai Shiki versus Shazare, and C-Krizzle versus Art of Phoenix. So who did C-Krizzle lose to? K-Wiss. Wow, K-Wiss.
Wait, didn't I predict that as well?
Say again?
Didn't I predict that as well? I feel like I'm the Jesus of this tournament.
Really? Really?
Pun Jesus.
Could you turn my water into wine?
Could you turn my wine into water?
I wish I could turn my water into wine, to be fair. I got a whole bottle of like Evian.
Evian. Oh wow, you posh guy.
Thank you for the host, Mr. Jihad. Is appreciated.
So, that is a great result for K-Wiss against C-Krizzle. I mean, K-Wiss is a solid Hwarang player, but there is no shortage of solid Hwarangs in London. For him to put off that 2-1 win against C-Krizzle shows that he hasn't stopped leveling up.
Yeah, he's been improving very steadily. I haven't played him for a while, actually. I need to play him at some point.
We had a good set on ranked not so long ago, and I was really...
I think he's coming down to the tournament next week, as so should all of you watching. So hopefully we'll see him pulling out some good moves there as well. And he's rocking a BlazBlue avatar. I respect that.
What's a BlazBlue? Serious
I
question.
love it when my jokes get used against me.
Yeah.
It would be a shame if BlazBlue had a game coming out on like KOF.
Actually, we just had a great upgrade, so...
Oh
it's all
yeah,
good,
yeah,
man.
that great upgrade to what's that game on Switch for KOF coming out, Vern?
I don't acknowledge any games on Switch.
It's basically Smash, both KOF characters.
Anyway.
KaneAndTrench saying the UK's land of Steves, Kings and Hwarangs. I think that's quite accurate. I never intended to be a King player. I wasn't a King player until Tekken 7. I wanted Marduk, but he disappeared, and I think a lot of Marduk players moved over to King, and Armor King players. What's your predictions? Scrub Life predictions, quickly.
Shit.
That's two. That's two. two. I think Khan 2-1. I think it's going to be close.
I think, yeah, I think 2-1 is to Khan. Damn, I think it's an annoying matchup for Hwarang, I think.
I agree. I think this, if he uses back three appropriately, it could be very difficult.
Actually, I'll say 2-0 to Khan. But the games will be
2-0?
close. But the games
Okay.
will be close.
Okay, I say 2-1. Let's see. So it looks to me, by the way, before we get into talking play by play, is Kwis wearing some sort of outfit that has something to do with anime? You know, like it looks like an anime outfit.
It looks like half a Power Ranger.
I don't know, I'm not a weeb.
You're not.
No.
Oh.
I don't watch Chinese cartoons.
Chinese? What?
Moving on. Spartan kick whiffs. Let's just keep talking. Let's make that bit disappear. Kwis has rage and he gets the wall. This should be it. First round to Kwis. Khan Ding one round down. Oh, very, very nice from Kwis. Playing against Kwis personally, I noticed that he likes to dominate the early start of the game if he doesn't know his opponent by just kind of doing Spartan kick and backlash mix-ups over and over again. Once he gets taken out of that comfort zone, he finds things harder. What a great Wild Rising punish. What's that?
Ooh.
Oh, he cashes him!
So unlucky for Mr. Canberra. Looked like he was safe, but sadly not.
Mr. Khan choosing to back off a little bit now and work out what his game plan should be. He might be putting himself at a decent range for Hwarang to do his stuff.
Now, I have to ask, how important to a game is being able to KBD?
I think it's really, really important at least a tournament level to be able to string 2 or 3 together very quickly. Whether you can just do it all the way back is a different matter. I think if you're playing Eddie, KBD is incredibly important. But if you want to be at very high level at a tournament, KBD is very important.
Right.
But it's not essential to do well and win. I think it's just about stringing a few dashes together in clutch situations. Sometimes you see guys who KBD amazingly throughout a game at all ranges, but then when they get close, they forget to, and they it's like they're walking in mud. Whereas other players don't move around much at range, but then they can evade quite well. Again, it's just different styles against 2 rounds all.
Nice. Kind of very aware of all the high strings were.
Again, right. Yeah.
This is what I was betting on when I was saying he's going to win. His knowledge. He's got very, very good knowledge.
He does have good knowledge. The thing about Khan, he kind of came out of nowhere, didn't he? I mean, was it the team? No, it was before the team tournament that he emerged. But he turned up to Fighting Friday not so long before team tournament.
Yeah, and his first time on Fighting Friday, he played the Phantom on stream and actually did really, really well.
He did. I mean, he lost, but he took rounds and he at times exposed.
He took the final round, I think, every game he played.
Yeah. He did well. He did well, and people could see his movement straight away and realised that he seemed a very patient player.
That was the Fighting Friday you famously called him Corn, wasn't it?
Accidentally, yes. I thought you said corn.
Right.
I do blame you for that though, because I misheard what you were saying.
My terrible enunciation.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
You should be deeply ashamed of your radio voice. But yeah, I think Mr. Corn has a good chance of popping off after this game.
Okay, that was pretty good. Gorgoroth, it is character lock. If you've won, then you're not going to be able to change your character. If you've lost, you can change your character. As it stands... Oh, wait a minute, I think I gave the wrong person.
Can I just bring awareness to So we had Kanding Ding, now we have Corn Ding Ding.
Corn.
I think Oh, you can't beat that name. I think he needs to make that name official, for sure.
Corn Ding Ding.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so if it didn't finish close, but the rounds were close, 3-2. Kwis was dominating at the start, but Mr. Corn worked him out. Jungle Outpost probably will go downstairs quite quickly the way these two play. Be interesting to see how it pans out.
Round one.
And we've got some sadomasochistic Hwarang. What's he going to do? Surely is that not a back three after that? I thought that must be back three punish. Nice duck there on the backlash. Okay, while standing 4-4, I feel like he doesn't know what to do. I'm thinking it must be down back 4, back 3 to punish that. Surely, to float him back up.
I'm trying to down back.
You know, that little whip kick that he does from low. You can
Yeah.
float people back up with that. I mean, I'm no Hwarang expert. I do know how to play against him. I'm sure you can get more against relax.
Yeah, I feel like every card has some sort of a way of dealing with the likes, but I don't fully know KaneAndTrench.
Look at this backdashing from Khan.
Oh, very nice break on the grab.
9, 8, 7,
Ooh.
6. Ooh, very nice.
That Spartan kick is so dangerous. If you have some space, it's great because you can usually stop it.
Oh, how did that beat that? That is ridiculous. Oh, now could have definitely crouch cancelled, launched that. Doesn't. Neither of them quite finishing their combos. Okay, Riss is on rage. What's the mix-up? The no mix-up
Oh.
mix-up. Now that was probably the worst thing you could possibly do.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Corn Ding, sponsored by Doritos. 1 round all.
I was actually going to make a comment about the costume change from Kwis, giving him some kind of buffs. You know, the demolition wrestling outfit that he's wearing.
It's like a demolition wrestling outfit. Wasn't the first thing that jumped to my mind.
I wish it was, to be honest. By comparison, that would have been a lot more innocent.
Corn Dog chipping him down. In
Corn
fact,
dog.
do you know, there was a I played against years and years ago when I was a Tekken 4 player before you were born, Pen Life. There was an American Eddie player called Q Dog who was probably the best Eddie, one of the best Eddies in the world. I played him a few times and we could easily just call this guy Corn Dog. I quite like that name, Corn Dog.
How long ago was this?
It was actually over 15 years ago, which depresses me greatly.
So I could have been alive.
Barely.
Barely.
I'll take that. We're
You
going
didn't know you didn't know you were alive, and that's the
I
nice.
didn't know I was alive.
Oh no, there could have been a big punish there. It wasn't. I think Kwis is going to rue some of his punishing here because it's been quite even apart from the
nice.
punishing. Oh, Kwis, what's he going to do?
And
Now
he
he needs
blocks
to get
that.
his mix. Oh, don't tell me he
Oh.
did the same thing again. He didn't. Very, very nice. That very, very nice awareness from Kwis there. He knew the error he made last time. He bet that Corn Dog was going to try and do the same thing as before, which if I was Corn Dog, I would have done the same thing, but he didn't. So very, very close again. 1 game all. So I did say that Mr. Kwis was going to get a game on the board. Pun life.
See, I feel like if Mr. Corndog didn't go for the panic button rage art, I feel like I would have been right. I feel like he really didn't have to. I feel like it's really uncharacteristic of him as well.
It was in a way it was good Tekken playing out because Corn Dog had every reason to believe it was the right thing to do. He had data on Kwis to know that he might go for a weird setup again where he delays after his rage drive, but
Yeah, but at the same
good for
time, if
KS.
you've already done it once, then there's a high risk of making that sort of gimmick work again.
there's a lot of flowchart players though. Kwis isn't one of them clearly. He knew better than that, but when you're playing a guy who maybe you haven't played before, you kind of have to use the available data that you've got.
No, my data's usually very bad, so I just hop kick.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very unappreciated strategy. I feel like King Shamus really understands me sometimes.
So we're going into the deciding game, and I think the loser of this game. Now, if Shirdel is correct, let's have a look at the. I'll have a look at the bracket quickly.
Yeah, the loser of his game is fighting Shirdel.
Oh wait, Shirdel beat BB.
He did indeed.
Oh, Shirdel, we're gonna have to have a chat.
Senpai Shiki and Shaser, we need that result quite quickly. Doesn't seem like we have it yet. It's unlike Senpai Shiki to be late as well.
I'm not going to laugh at that. Oh wait a minute, too late.
I'm going to go and kick him.
Okay, so we've got a character switch from Mr. Khan. Gone back to his trademark, Kazuya.
Kanzuya, you mean?
Yeah, Kornzuya. Expect to see lots of E, G, W, E, F, Gs. And K-Wix has gone Super Saiyan.
Oh, so much damage to the wall already.
I know, right? Look at this.
Oh my god.
Somehow manages to miss damaging off that crumple, but hey, that's fine. Still in the driving seat.
Very good awareness of that string as well.
Indeed.
You have to duck the second hit, otherwise Farang is guaranteed 30 damage, I think. Nice, gets the launch again. Absolutely shocking amount of damage coming out.
Yeah. But look at the difference in confidence in Mr. Khan's play here. You know, with Eddie, he's probably a little bit more tentative, not quite sure what to do, but this guy, his movement's flowing with Kazuya, Kornzuya. Box raise drive. Ducks a jab instinctively. Jab, the throw instinctively.
Gets that back forward to finish that round off. And it's now on game point. There's no kidding around. Staying very patient,
Nice.
gets this beautiful punish in again. Nice, he's running
There's
free.
pressure.
And another one.
Oh,
Nice, very good armor mover.
managed to push Mr. Khan right back to the wall, and this could actually take it.
Yeah, it will. There's so much damage potential for Hwarang at the wall. It's insane. It's a scary thing backing against them.
Now, is this the moment that K-Wiz has actually woken up and realised that he has a chance of winning? Or with punish there, it works nonetheless.
Can't count him out. He's a strong player. He still has a chance. Nice damage. Good position switch as well in favour of Khan.
Oh, that was so
Very,
impressive.
very good punish.
So impressive.
Mr. Khan takes it. As we expected. And
Indeed.
so these two is correct and the score is... Christ.
Brilliant.
I believe there's a sound of a stew being shoved into a vacuum. It's a shame we won't hear from him again.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh, he's alive.
So who do we have
Also,
next?
So okay, we've got a choice, potential choice now. We can keep hold of K-Wiz and have K-Wiz versus Shirdel. We could have Senpai Shiki versus C-Krizzle.
Senpai Shiki versus... Who? Sorry? So I've got fireworks for some reason going off in my ear, so it's making it very difficult to hear.
I feel like it's probably Mr. Corn popping off. You know?
It's oh god, Senpai Shiki versus C-Krizzle.
Senpai Shiki versus C-Krizzle. Let's do that. I don't think we've had C-Krizzle on the stream before.
Yeah.
I think this is his first tournament with us, so it's certainly the first online tournament. So let's go ahead and invite them over. Now, if you're wondering where you can sign up for this Tekken Fighter Z tournament, you can do that on Smash GG. Just type in Tekken Fighter Z and you will find it. You sign up for both events or one at a time.
So we will have KaneAndTrench versus Mr. Khan. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe we have that one after this game.
Indeed. Do we know what C-Krizzle's gamer tag is?
I will find out.
If you guys have been enjoying the stream, please feel free to donate to the prize pool. We've got a Matcherino account. The winners, by the way, make sure you sign up to Matcherino so you can receive your payout. Otherwise, nobody gets it and it kind of sits in limbo. But if you want to sign up to Matcherino, you can contribute to the tournament prize pot. You don't have to put money in the pot from your actual pocket. You can sign up to any of the followers here, the sponsors here. You can follow them, you can visit the website, you can do whatever is required, and they will donate the money on the right hand side to the prize pot. It's quite nice of them. You don't actually have to pay a damn thing. We've had some really good donators. Mr. King Shamus winning with $3.60. Eternal Dragon 28, Vindaloo, and our very own Abominable TV. Let's see the brackets. Do we have a gamer tag for Krizzle?
Sing it now.
DK243.
Shall we make this interesting, given Mr. Abominable is feeling generous? I'm going to chuck in an extra $1 for every perfect we see today.
Wow.
From now onwards.
Okay, an extra $1.
An
Sounds
extra
like a perfect idea.
Yeah, it's just gonna. This probably won't cost me a lot. I'll be honest, but unless we see collusion, then it could be quite
See.
costly.
I would chuck in every $1 for every Claudio we'll see, but I don't think the prize pool will change. If anybody wants to prove me wrong. Actually, I'll up it $5 for every Claudio I see. If anybody's
CK243, thank you very much.
crazy enough to do it.
But it is in no way difficult to know people's gamer tags if they don't match up with their names on other points of social media. So anyway, we've got Senpai Shiki and C-Krizzle. Now the last time I think C-Krizzle played an elf teammate, he didn't come off too well. I think that was at District G War where he did a mirror match with Gosain.
I just got a sense, aside from the fact that Gosain is so much better than he's ever been and just getting stronger all the time. It looked to me like Krizzle was rusty.
I think that's exactly the case.
Wasn't Krizzle just like freshly off a trip? So I think he was on a completely another continent for a while.
Yeah.
But it could have been a little bit of rust.
And one thing I noticed about that situation is that Krizzle didn't mind being thrown into that situation. He knew his opponent has risen to be one of the most dominant lords in Europe, never mind this country. But he was happy to sit down and play him, and they shook hands after, and it was just decent, very decent.
Absolutely.
To see Krizzle.
It was actually a really good contest, and
yeah,
I have my reservations, to be honest with you, because I didn't know too much about C-Krizzle at the time. I'd not seen much of his gameplay, but I knew he had a reputation of being a very, very strong lord. But no, it actually turned out to be quite a decent match. I'm sure certainly the sportsmanship afterwards made it worthwhile.
And some players, after being away for so long, just maybe wouldn't want to do. Mirror matches are stressful. It doesn't matter who you're playing. I think people can derive too much from a mirror match, and also it generally is stressful playing against your own character, because it feels to you like you must know every single one of the players perfectly. That isn't necessarily the case. Some players do benefit from playing a character. So I'm speaking to Ru Kang, and he said it's infinitely easier to play against a character that he knows how to play himself. I actually don't feel that way.
Me neither.
I often need to sit on the other side of the character and just watch their animations from the defense perspective. Knowing how to press the buttons doesn't usually help me that much.
Do you know, I've got a rival for the title of Best Clark in Europe on KOF. His name is Memento Norway, and he is the only person to give me a headache with Clark. Now, arguably, arguably I'm actually better than this guy. But I will avoid a mirror match at all costs because I feel like he edges it on the mirror match. If it's a different character versus Clark, then I'll probably beat him. But I cannot do a mirror match. I find them incredibly stressful. I try to avoid them at all costs.
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. There's a lot of kings, and I feel like I need to concentrate twice as hard whenever I play any of them.
Indeed.
Okay, so Law versus Steve. I would say Law's, against Steve, Law's got a pretty good game against him. Be interesting to see what he does. Again, Senpai Shiki's been a Steve loyalist this whole tournament so far.
Well, this is probably a personal challenge. Play the character rather than the matchup.
Yeah. Oh, could have floated him, doesn't. And you see there, Shiki doesn't get the float and suddenly he's lost half a bar.
Yep.
Gets in though, doesn't get the wall splat. And look at that pressure.
Very good option from Shiki, using the pressure to his advantage, going for the mix-up afterwards. I think that's gonna only keep benefiting Shiki as he goes on. He gets stronger as sets go on. Even if he's down, he always comes back up.
He does. He doesn't let the situation dictate his play too much.
Indeed.
Sometimes, obviously, you need to, but he doesn't get worried about going in when he's on low health.
Whoa. He says, "Did you think it was your turn?"
Ah, very nice from Krizzle. And I can see here, Shiki's movement is a little bit crisper than Krizzle's, calling back to that rustiness a little bit. Catches him. Krizzle doesn't get the ball. That was unfortunate. Oh. Wasn't the best option there, it was too slow. Gave Shiki too much time to press a button.
So, at what point, when you're playing against a player, do you realise that you're in their head? Is that something you ever realise, or is it?
You can't realise it. When you manage to condition them into doing something you condition them into, that's how you know you're controlling them.
Yeah, I mean, as a king player, I pretty much need to set up squatters' rights in the other guy's head. Oh, very, very nice float. Gets the wall. And he's been waiting to get that in all the time, and in the final round is the most important time to get that float down. Shiki spikes, wants to take more, doesn't, and now it's Krizzle's turn. Sorry, split those names.
Yeah.
And then we go 3-2 to Shiki. That could have gone either way.
Yeah, it could have. It
Absolutely
really
could have done. So it's very interesting to watch Krizzle play because the only law I really have much access to is Gosain's, and this is a good opportunity for me to see what Krizzle's playstyle is like. And it's completely different from Gosain's. He's actually a lot more patient, I think. Gosain tends to abuse plus frames.
Yeah, I don't know. My experience of Gosain's different, but I think it's because of the way he specifically plays against my king. But I know Gosain likes to rely on converting off a standing 4 a lot more, and Gosain's lateral movement. Gosain places a lot more emphasis on sidestepping and trying to catch people with the Magic 4. And then he's also got very good ability to convert off-axis combos because of that, because he often will be off-axis. It did feel to me like Krizzle had definitely wanted to try and use a bit more string pressure.
Yes.
And also go for a lot more sweeps, especially the slide. He wanted to go for the slide mix-ups. In fact, I'm not sure he even ever went for the While Rising 2 for the mid option. He nearly always went for the slide.
Yeah, I remember watching a video recently about it. How at a certain range, there's no point actually standing up to block the mix-up. If you're up close, then yeah, sure, just stand, just eat the damage from the slide if necessary. There's no point taking the risk. Whereas if you're, I think, like range 2 or 3 even, you might as well just duck because the while standing 2 won't ever actually reach you.
Exactly, yeah. It's just ranged like 2.5 maybe. It's
Yeah, I
never
think it's
really,
2.5 actually, yeah.
yeah, never going to really hit you. It's very similar to playing against a Shaheen player, really, with that while standing game. And
Yeah.
if you do have the float on point, though, especially on a walled stage, you can really convert it to damage. Now, has the music for this stage been changed?
Okay. So here we
1, 2,
go. We've
3.
got C-Krizzle and Senpai Shiki going at it in game number 2. C-Krizzle eager now to bring back some face after what happened
Very
last time.
nice. Another thing about C-Krizzle compared to Gosane, I've noticed Krizzle goes for the overhead punch a lot more, those plus frames. He likes to put those in where he can. Very nice. Ooh, doesn't get the punish. And then here we go. Shiki's in a place he loves to be. He's got the wall pressure. And one of the things I love about Shiki is his timing is very stunted. You'll notice, you see here, he doesn't follow the natural flow chart timing-wise with Steve. He just stunts the timing a lot, which can throw you off.
He delays a lot of things. I'm just waiting for that music change.
Very nice, gets the conversion there. We'll get his back away from the wall and we'll get his own pressure. Off axis.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
That was amazing.
Yeah, honestly, round of applause for Shiki. Deserved to take the round with that, but now Krizzle's got the pressure. And is he
should
going to
take
take it?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, honestly, if I was to make a highlights package of today's tournament, despite the fact Krizzle's taken that round, that moment from Shiki was sweet as.
Yeah.
Oh, finally catches him with while standing too. He's been paying his insurance premiums into the slide to get that while standing. And look at this. It's a C-Krizzle show.
What happened there?
Krizzle played brilliantly. He basically cashed in on all of that. He'd been paying into the slide pot repeatedly. He'd been putting pennies into the slide pot repeatedly, and he just cashed in with that while standing too. And he converted his wall game brilliantly and got extra pressure. It was just so well played. So one game all. I wonder how Shiki's going to respond to that actually. I really do, because it felt to me, I mean, it was very close up until that final round, but the way in which C-Krizzle closed out that final round, it may have left a nasty taste in Shiki's mouth. Maybe he's going to change.
I would think so.
It was weird because honestly, I was watching. I think it was 2-1 up for Shiki, and I was watching it thinking he looks just so in control. But it's funny how much the final round can define your experience of the whole game. Despite the fact that Shiki looked so dominant, he played so well, that final round was such a whooping that maybe he is going to change his character.
And also, I believe that was the second perfect too, so you got a cha-ching into the pot.
Is that 2 perfect so far?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh man, you're going to be bankrupt by the end of the tournament.
I'm not feeding the kids tomorrow because of this. This is awful. I mean, I'll have a nice meal, but but they're not eating. Okay, so I'm really interested to see how C-Krizzle will do now. He showed moments of being a bit flowcharty at times, dare I say. Also, his movement wasn't crisp, but then that last round, it was one of the most dominant performances we've seen in the tournament so far. It was just beautiful.
But can you do it again, is the question.
I apologise to the stream for the music on this stage. Blame Pun Life.
I mean, I'll take it. I get roasted enough in the chat, and and by commentators as it is, so I'll take it.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's get ready to rumble. One game all. Gets the low. Shiki. Krizzle's been ducking lows. He didn't that time though. A nice punish from Shiki. Got his back to the wall. Went for the throw to turn the tides. Doesn't get it.
Yeah, it's breaks the wall, but
What was Krizzle reading there? I think that had to be an input error from Krizzle. I think he was going for an overhead punch, really. I don't know why he hit back form +2. Yeah,
oh, nice.
look at this pressure. Oh,
Nice flows.
that is to duck at that range versus Law.
What a
That's a hell of a
madman.
read. Yeah, that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, you know what they say. Some people have followed this planet to do one thing, and it looks like Sheepy. It looks like Shiki was put on this planet to duck at that range. Hold on.
Shiki.
That's his name now, by the
Yeah.
way, Sheepy.
He's bad to the bone.
Yeah, he's. Let's see if he's gonna be left with a sheep expression, because right now C-Krizzle on raid, absolutely capitalizing on it. Beautiful. Shiki looking very, very sheepish indeed.
If I have trouble getting to sleep tonight, I might count some Shikis.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Good spacing there from Shiki, and we must never ever do a stream together again. This is dad joke inception. 1 round each. Nice sidestep from Shiki. Very nice.
See, again, that's that stunted button pressing that you were mentioning earlier from Shiki.
Oh,
It pays off so well for him. His timing is really odd.
Yeah.
But the good thing about this is the thing about Shiki. He uses multiple characters, and that the fact that he is so odd with his timing, it crosses over every character he uses. And
Yeah.
it can throw people off. Oh, look at that 4+1+2 from Krizzle. He's gonna convert this. Is that wall still there? No, it isn't.
yeah, I guess.
Look at that.
It's definitely with the timing and just overall playstyle of Shiki, he's definitely pulling a wool over his opponent's eyes.
Oh. Okay, he really wanted to get that in before the end of the game.
Really good, yes. But beautiful rage from Shiki. He might be able to finish it here.
Oh,
Yes, he is able to finish it.
that was a huge conversion. Well done to Shiki. Now, I was absolutely sure that was going to the final round.
I thought it was going to, but there you go.
Krizzle started to play. He really stepped up his game. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
Well
done.
played to Krizzle.
So what do we have next? We can do our losers quarterfinals before we do our winners, or should we do our winners final and then our losers quarters? What do you reckon?
I would suggest we do the KaneAndTrench versus Mr. Khan final when we let the losers quarterfinals play out.
I think we
Yeah.
can do that. I think we can do that. So guys, if you're in the losers final, K-Wiss, Shirdel, please go ahead and play your game. King Shamus and Senpai Shiki, please go ahead and play your game. And we will catch District G's KaneAndTrench and Elf's Mr. Khan on this stream. In the
Is
meantime,
Mr. Khan an elf player?
yes, he is.
One of us.
Oh, you've bagged a good one there.
Yeah. In the meantime, have a look at this pretty picture. Do you know what it is? It's Tekken Fighter Z. It's the tournament that's going to be happening this coming Saturday at EXP Leisure. And we'll have 2 games on a day, one after the other. We'll be starting with I keep thinking King of Fighters. Well, I wish I'd stopped doing that.
What's
Well,
King of Fighters?
We shut up. We'll be starting with Dragon Ball Fighter Z for about 1 o'clock, half 12, 1 o'clock. And we'll be finishing up with Tekken starting at 6 o'clock. And they should run about 4 hours each. It'll be a full day of tournaments. You'll have lots of food, lots of drink, lots of GGs.
And lots of fun.
And lots of fun as well. Who was the other one? KaneAndTrench, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was, yeah.
Indeed.
I can't wait. I really can't wait until next week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I really want to actually, have another moment, because I feel like I haven't had my classic pun life out of nowhere moment since Tekken Team Tournament.
Do you know,
Where to come, my fellow caster?
there's something happening.
What's happening?
It's probably indigestion.
Yeah. Right. I've just remembered I should actually be doing something. I
Corn
haven't
dog.
set it up on this stream, but I'm going to do it just now.
Corn dog versus Kane dog. I want to see KaneAndTrench versus Kane Blue River.
That would be interesting.
But I'd have to find a game, maybe it's Soul Calibur, a game that neither of them. I bet KaneAndTrench does play Soul Calibur.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Maybe he'll make a transition when SC6 is out.
So Mr. Khan's readied up. Is KaneAndTrench going to ready it too?
Oh, he's played. Apparently, KaneAndTrench just played Soul Calibur before.
None of the good ones then.
Oh, Siegfried, mate. Okay.
Oh, I was a C3 main.
Oh, he could have used a good card too.
Okay, Mr.
Quick,
Khan,
Raphael.
I do. Raphael's my second character.
Setsuka Raphael. Where's Setsuka? Why is Setsuka not in 6 yet? Why?
Okay, so Mr. Khan, you need to ready up. Come on, corn dog. Two. What? This is exciting. We should get a slow-mo at the end. Okay, there we go. Lovely stuff. Okay, Scrub Life. How do you see this one going down?
See, I want to root for the underdog, but Kane is an incredible player. But I think at the very least, Mr. Khan will be able to get at least a game, maybe more.
I have a theory about KaneAndTrench. I think he does better against players who are similar to him. I think he does better against the more technical players than he does against the wild men. And I would put Khan in the technical player category. So I think Kane's going to take it 2-0. As good as I think Khan is. And I also think Noctis could be very, very good against Ed.
Well, does down forward 2 pick up from relaxed stance into a full combo?
I don't know. But I would imagine while standing 2, is it while standing 2-2? Could be
While
very,
standing
very...
2-2 probably does, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Very good point.
And KaneAndTrench does have those young man reactions, as does Khan. Corn dog versus Khan dog. Versus Kane dog, all three. Or not. Right.
Round 1.
Let's go. Straight in for KaneAndTrench. How much lateral movement are we going to see from Mr. Khan? Catches him, he's going to float. Sorry. Bad weather. Play.
Terrible weather in this house again. Right, now let's stop that. Don't quite know what that was. Don't know what that was about.
Now we asked ourselves whether KaneAndTrench was going to lose that win streak throughout the evening. We've not seen. It's on 23 now.
How high can he go?
Nice 1+2 break. Goes for it again. Breaks it again. Very nice.
It's like the King Giant Swing strategy.
Well, we saw KaneAndTrench didn't do so well against Giant Swing, but he's breaking those 1+2 breaks very well. Very nice from Mr. Khan. Looking strong here. Perfect. Another dollar in the pot.
Round 3. Fight.
Nice space in there for Mr. Khan. All he needed to do was launch him, but he doesn't.
And
So
there
then-
we go. There's the wall stand in 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, he made KaneAndTrench whiff over and over and over, but he just didn't come in with his own down forward +3/+4. Now KaneAndTrench is showing that still no conversion there from Khan. Is he going to live to regret that? What's the Oki? Great work. And look at this patience and pressure from Khan, but KaneAndTrench just stays in it, gets his down forward one. Oh, no conversion into a full launch there. Now it's KaneAndTrench's turn. He's showing that he can convert.
Oh, tries to go for the down forward to pick up. Can't pick
mate.
the only safe option there as well.
And here we go. He's finally got that conversion off a whiff. Gets the wall. Probably a little bit awkward for him, actually. Now KaneAndTrench is in rage. Oh, and that's a massive whiff, but Khan doesn't give him the full boot in the face for it. And he catches him.
Nice.
So Khan gets a game on the board straight away. Looks pretty confident. It looked like near the end there, KaneAndTrench was starting to swing for the fences to try and get something in.
Yeah,
Now-
absolutely fantastic performance from him.
God.
Jeez, does his name have to be Pun Life? I mean, like, seriously?
There's a reason why my name is Pun Life. It's not the other way around.
Do you know what the worst thing is about this is that I came back from the Fighting Friday the other day, and I said, "Did you watch any of the Royal Rumble?" She said, "Yeah, I really enjoyed it." And I said, "What did you enjoy?" And she said, "I thought that Pun Life guy was absolutely hilarious. I don't know why you weren't laughing at his jokes."
Because you didn't get them, they were too hard and fast.
Yeah, I feel like your wife has a much more refined sense of humor.
Thanks. Thanks, Pun Life.
Yes, indeed.
I've always thought of your jokes as being more of a contraception technique than a seduction technique.
I mean, that's what I usually go for, you know. you don't have to like use contraception if you never get laid, you know. It's the best kind of contraception.
Anyway, you've got one fan in this household. It's just not me.
Well, if it's
Well,
any consolation, Mr. Abominable, my wife thinks you're pretty darn awesome on commentary.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Yeah.
She's my favourite.
Get ready for the next
So one game up to Mr. Khan. I didn't see it going this way. No walls. Kane switched to Yoshimitsu. That's a statement in itself.
Indeed.
Yep.
That's an achievement unlocked. And but bear in mind, everyone at home, we just saw KaneAndTrench lose a 23-game winning streak.
Hmm.
That must feel just. There's a little pain somewhere in the side. It's like a little thorn, but you know it's gonna be interesting actually seeing the Yoshi out against Eddie.
round one. Fight.
Seeing a bit more pressure from KaneAndTrench at the start of a round. I don't remember him being so pressured at the start of a game. He seems to be going in a bit harder. Nice sidestep there. Bearing in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Khan's primary character, well, prior to the last few weeks, is Mishima's. He's really come into playing Eddie so well.
Oh,
Oh,
what's happened here?
the skill level's broken. the
Parada,
internet.
please.
The skill level has broken the internet.
Oh no, this is bad.
Well, it's bad in one way, but it's actually good in another, because if these guys have actually lost connection with each other, look at how even they are.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so
We've just got news coming in while we work out these technical difficulties. News coming in to everyone on stream. Kwis, I'm just going to see if I can read this again. Let me just double check this. Kwis beat Shirdel 2-0.
wow, that's something.
That really is. That really is. Kwis is really come the curve. Very impressive for Kwis. I'm just marking that down now. that means that he's going to play the winner of King Shamus and Senpai Shiki. We've got news coming in hot off the press on that game. King Shamus. Dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Extra dramatic pause.
Kane
He lost to Senpai Shiki 2-0. So we have let me just make sure we update this properly. We have Kwis versus Senpai Shiki.
Wow.
Get ready for the next battle.
So, okay, so whichever way we go, we've got 2 elf players in the top 4.
Yeah, true.
That's pretty darn awesome. I like this. Not that I'm biased in any way at all.
I like this as well because the 2 underdogs I was betting on winning are now very high up.
Yeah.
It's almost as if I'm a good caster, or good at predicting at least.
Or you have a crystal ball. Now, of course, guys, you can actually donate to this tournament by following the Matcherino link, which pops up periodically in the elf chat. You don't have to put money into your pockets, but you can click the links, follow the sponsors, and they will donate on your behalf. It's pretty darn awesome, really.
Absolutely, and it's a great way of just showing some support for the players who are putting on a show for you, what would have been free of charge. So if you can support, do.
Indeed. And it picks up from where we've left off before the internet died.
Oh, power crush. And looks like that internet dissipation's paid off for Mr. Khan. He's got the lead now versus KaneAndTrench. KaneAndTrench catches him. No walls. Nice chunk though. And then he spends that rage drive so early. Even when he connects with it, he likes to make sure he uses it. Great while standing punish from Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan, is he going to keep his cool now? Now we're moving out of how good are you. We're moving into the how steady is your head situation. He's proved he's good enough. Now, can he prove his head strong enough to carry this through? Oh, that's unblockable. Very, very nice. Won't be able to do anything about that. He's a kebab.
Stu.
He's a corn dog. It's 1 round all. Very, very nice, Mr. Khan. Making a statement here. Nice chunk straight away. Great sidestep from KaneAndTrench. Down forward 3-1. Why not? Do it twice. Ah, look at this conversion from KaneAndTrench. Not his first rodeo.
Wow,
And
KaneAndTrench seeming
match
under
point.
pressure at the moment.
It's turned into a psychology test now.
Indeed.
Can Mr. Khan carry this through? He's got 2 opportunities to take out the best player in the UK and put him into losers.
And actually has a decent health advantage at this
And
point.
he's,
And gets
look
Babylon.
at this. He's going to have a mix-up now. What's it going to be? And he gets him.
Takes it.
Wow.
KaneAndTrench goes into the losers bracket, and Mr. Khan has probably just had his most momentum win of any tournament. I know this is online, but that is a super high quality player that he's just put into losers.
Now, guys, stream. I'm very happy with that, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you guys something, and I want to hear your thoughts. This is the first time most of the world has seen this, and you guys are quite privileged. I'm going to release it tomorrow at some point. Have a butchers. Now, tell me your thoughts. Give me some feedback. What does that tell you?
This is amazing. I can't wait. I just can't wait. This was the most enjoyable tournament. The last Tekken team tournament was the most enjoyable tournament I've played at in an incredibly long time. It was brilliant, just brilliant. I just can't wait for this next one.
The first one was a bit of a milestone for us. It's certainly the largest one that we've ever done.
It was massive. Yeah.
It was huge, and we're hoping to, get a lot more people turn up for this one, because Tekken's grown, the community's grown, and certainly the player base has grown. And of course, yeah, Gorgoroth was saying, Tekken Team Tournament, the first one, was absolutely the first tournament for a lot of people. People managed to use it as their entry because they weren't playing by themselves. They had a chance to play with their friends. The burden of losing suddenly wasn't just on them.
Well,
So just to interrupt, guys.
It was.
Sorry there, Scrub Life. Just to interrupt, we've Senpai Shiki. Did he beat K-Wiss? Let's have a look at this here. Are they about to play each other? So now we've got loser semi-final. That needs to play out whatever happens. So shall we?
Oh, are they playing
watch
now?
that? K-Wiss versus Senpai Shiki?
Is that playing now, or can I invite them?
You can invite them.
They were just asking, so let's play it on stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just to answer, KaneAndTrench has just asked, well, I think we're gonna
Yeah,
have to
losers
play
final.
the next. Yeah, we're gonna have to play out every game on stream now. We may as well, because otherwise, there's nothing else to watch. Oh, that Tekken Team Tournament. So I've got a quick for you, Scrub Life, Pen Life. Are you going to be playing in the Badman and Robin team?
See, I mean, I already threw out the idea that I'm very welcome. I'd be very happy to reform the Batman and Robin issue 2 team. But the grass is always greener on the other side, so if anybody wants a D tier Chloe main on their team, I am open to suggestions, I suppose. Although I have to say, you mentioned like it was like TTT was just such an amazing tournament, and despite how much pressure I had on me as an anchor for the team, it's probably like the coolest experience I've had in the tournament.
I wouldn't call yourself that.
What, anchor?
Oh, is that what he said?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, the worst thing is the everyone still applies. But, yeah.
No, it was brilliant. Like,
Oh, here we go.
It was so many community. The one thing I've noticed about Tekken 7 that it's probably got the best turnouts of any Tekken of recent times. That said, a lot of the regional communities, so Manchester guys, Scottish guys, Birmingham guys, they're not mingling like they used to. I don't know why that is. I think part of it is that you can get good games. But these days, it used to be that if you wanted good games, you'd have to go to another city to play. These days, you can just play online. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. But I noticed at the Tekken Team Tournament that we actually had people travelling from all over the country. I think next time I wouldn't be surprised if we had people travel from other countries to come over. We nearly had Super Kuma come over last time. I know there's some really strong Luxembourgian players. There's obviously with the Lions Fury guys. There was one Belgian guy. I think the other guy was Swedish. So yeah, I know. Actually, do you know? I think the other guy was from Israel.
That's right, he was from Israel.
He was.
Yeah, so I think it'd be really good to see who's going to be getting involved. And we saw players come out of the woodwork, put on maiden performances that they hadn't really put on before. I mean, I'm going to hate to say this, but Pun Life, you played brilliantly. You put on some amazing matches. You nearly took out the District G team, if I remember correctly, the Omega team. Is that right? Or was it the
Ida managed to get me after a combat.
Yeah. And then Mr. Khan played brilliantly. Jihad played great. John, Azura Cash. There were so many players that had breakout performances. It was just a great day all around. Strider, of course, had a great moment versus District G Alpha. Yeah, it was brilliant.
Strider did. ASAP Marco did as well.
Of course he did. Of
Yeah.
course he did. How can I forget him?
I think I saw that clip somewhere. Sorry, KaneAndTrench.
False God as well. Vindaloo just called out False God. He played brilliantly as well.
Absolutely.
Round one.
Here we go.
Fight.
Looks like they're going to the same football match. K-Wiss versus Senpai Shiki. Oh, converts off the backlash. This is going to hurt. And interestingly, Shiki knows this matchup very, very well. But he's
We're gonna see a classic Shiki where he does a little bit of a warm up and then becomes the beast. He usually is.
well, also Shiki at the wall is just. Look at this. Oh, I actually thought he'd crushed that.
Yeah.
That would have been a steal and a half.
Oh, what a read! Why did he do that? That was brilliant, but it doesn't get the full conversion.
Oh, I guess another backlash.
Round 3.
I didn't expect this. Kairos is defying everyone every time he plays right now. And again, he converts. Takes the risky option, gets the conversion, gets a massive chunk, and now Shiki's going to have to put a big shift. Breaks through the wall.
Oh no, not again.
Now, it may well be that their game's finished. Let's see how that pans out. Communication out. I think we have to give 2 rounds to Kairos there. It was categoric.
No, someone's gone.
Okay, I think Shiki's defaulted that game.
Indeed. But I'll invite him again. But I think we'll just say that Kairos has got that one.
Yeah. What a dominant start for Kairos. He's looking stronger and stronger. His mix-up game looks good. He took risks there, but he at the same time he wasn't afraid to take risks. He knows I'd like to think that he was maybe a little bit more the fact that Steve's punish game can be limited at certain frames. Maybe he decided that he could take a few more liberties and maybe that Steve wasn't going to be able to take a massive chunk off some of the punishing that some other characters can do.
I don't think Steve is able to punish backlash enough, is he? Like, launch punish.
Let's just put it this way, I wouldn't be surprised. Whenever someone asks for generic advice from me against Steve, I say a lot of the stuff you do in that kind of range of frames is going to be a lot safer than before. So if you've got the pressure, you should really abuse it.
Is it possible, Mr. Caster Gems, to find out if you can find out what happened to Chords? Because
Chords is lost in action.
yeah, I'm wondering if his electric meter ran out. He has run out of 50 pences.
He needs to get a couple of perfects.
I think so. Then of course he can win that prize pot that we've built up with Macherino. That'd be awesome. Thanks to people who've donated to it so far.
I think I'll just put the Macherino link in the stream chat while we're still going. So Macherino, guys, we've talked about it before. It's a really unique way of supporting community FGC events and streams that you like to watch or hear or be part of. So in this case, we wanted to do something different where you guys could support your community, you could support your players and be part of the stream. So if you want to have a message read out on stream, if you want to donate to the tournament, if you've liked what you've seen, please do donate on Macherino. You can just click on some follow links. If you do that, you will be donating to the stream. I think usually it's 20 cents per link. Or if you just want to, make a minimum donation of a couple of dollars and leave a message for everyone to listen to on the stream, we will be reading those out. I think we're probably going to partner with Macherino repeatedly going forward because I think it's a really nice way. It's a bit like I love the way the Mortal Kombat community support their FGC don't they do it by selling skins?
I think they do.
Yeah, I really like that, and I think Macherino is in the same spirit. So you can directly support your favourite players, your friends, your teammates by just dropping a couple of dollars on the Macherino link.
And of course, like you mentioned before, if you don't actually have money to put into it from your own pockets, you don't have to. Just click the links, follow the people on Twitter and or whatever other social media thing they have there, and actually do the donations for you. It's pretty awesome.
So I will drop that link on. Check it out. It's nice to find different ways to support each other. It's good. these guys practice hard to get as far as they have. So, what can Shiki do?
Round 1. Fight.
Nice sidestep.
Nice, very good stuff.
Yeah.
The best way to deal with the Spartan kick, unless you have a hop kick like Claudio. Nice, Shiki definitely bringing out this round. Again, very good sidestep against the Spartan kick. Gets the guy out here as well.
Nice whiff punish.
Spartan
This
kick
is Sparta.
doing going the extra mile this round. Nice.
Ooh, nice sidestep.
And Shiki's movement is very, very important in this game. Very good counter. Should be a decent amount of damage.
Sorry, pardon laugh, I can barely hear you now. You've gone very, very quiet.
Okay, is this better?
Much, thank you.
It's awful, I can hear you. 3-0 to Senpai Shiki. Okay.
Do you know, that's funny, because I literally just told him on the Twitch chat, dude, you're one game down. He's like, oh, okay, laughy face. Like it's made any difference, you know. I'll just win it back, it's fine, don't worry about
The
it.
guy is unfazable.
Yeah.
I love that about Shiki. He just enjoys playing the game. He's, I'm sure he always wants to win, but he's not going to get phased by being one game down.
No, definitely not. The adaptability of this guy is phenomenal. Put him in any situation, he's just always got that calm face on him. And if he does lose the whole game, it's like, oh, doesn't matter, I'll do it next time.
Yeah, he's always got a smile.
Yeah,
I love that about the guy.
absolutely an amazing personality. So of course there's this now long uncomfortable wait while we wait for the match to start. I'm sure it'll start at some point tonight.
So poor KaneAndTrench, who has to wait. I'm sure he'll be watching his opponents. He probably knows both these players to some degree. Maybe not K-Wiz so much, but has likely played him. But he'll be watching and obviously trying to get his read on what he needs to do next.
So I'm just looking at the brackets here. We've got Mr. Khan, Elf's own Mr. Khan, in the grand final, hoping to fight either Senpai Shiki, K-Wiz, or KaneAndTrench. That's pretty darn amazing. And I think this is Mr. Khan's first TNT, isn't it?
No, he played in.
No, he
He played in the last PS4 one.
Right,
I
okay.
think he finished 7th or 8th.
Right. Right.
Here we go. Yeah.
Round 1.
And look at this outfit.
He's gone for that, the buffs. The clothing buffs.
And this is where Shiki loves to be.
Oh, look at that.
Gets the shoulder in.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow, you wouldn't believe that he was one game down. Look at the way he's playing now.
Exactly. Okay, Wish is wondering why he dons the wrong cape. The cape of carpet textures isn't doing him any favours, right?
It isn't. No, he's whiffing on things now, and he can't whiff now.
No, absolutely not.
Gets the unblockable. While standing 4-4. What's the mix-up? Goes for the throw. He's going to get another mix-up. He wants it. And he gets it. What a comeback there from K-Wiz. K-Wiss opting to put in some string pressure. He gets a nice chunk there. Again, no big punish there for Senpai Shiki.
Patience.
Gets the low, and what a great response. And now he gets to go in. Slightly tentative from K-Wiss, but he gets it, and he's now on match point. Are we going to see a departure for Senpai Shiki? K-Wiss defying the odds again. Are we going downstairs? We should be going downstairs now. We are. Does this have final round written all over it? Again, no answers from Senpai Shiki. Can he even punish that?
Oh,
Final round.
so tense.
Final round. Fight.
Nice stuff.
Nice side step again. Gets the low. And
I've
then
noticed that K-Wiss.
Oh, big launch.
Gets the low. He's not got the wall pressure though. He's going to have to put in a new neutral game. And then now look at this. Senpai Shiki somehow gets
Nice
it.
trades to finish the game.
I don't think Shiki looked comfortable at any one point throughout that whole final game, but he still managed to work his way through K-Wiss, and well played to K-Wiss. What a performance from this guy.
Yeah, he's improved so much. I mean, he was really good a few months ago, and now he's even better.
Yeah, and absolutely
Right.
fantastic show. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. So I'm just updating the scores now. So K-Wiss 1, Senpai Shiki 2. And now we have Senpai Shiki versus District G's KaneAndTrench. So we've got a Elf Senpai Shiki versus District G's KaneAndTrench.
Deja vu. We had this last time.
Yeah. So if
Now-
we just talk for a second about sorry boss, I'll just go through the top 8. So we had in 7th and 8th places we've got C-Krizzle and BB. Then 5 and 6 we've got Shirdel and King Shamus. So King Shamus is such a consistent high placer. And then we've just seen K-Wiss go out, so really strong finishing here.
Yeah, and I was going to say something, but my Alzheimer's kicked in.
Sorry.
It happens when you reach my age. Oh yes, that's it. Now, the winners of this tournament, be sure to sign up to Matcherino yourselves. Otherwise, you can't receive your payments. You have to sign up and be sure to specify your PayPal address because that's how you will be paid out. We don't hold the money. Elf do not hold the money, Matcherino do. So you need to make sure you sign up to be able to receive your payouts. In fact, it would be a very good idea for everyone who's watching the stream to do the same. Sign up to Matcherino, and that will allow you to donate, buy stuff, and contribute to tournaments in other ways. It's a really, really good site. Give it a watch, a look, a sign up at some point. Now this match is an interesting one because it's a run back, isn't it?
Indeed, it is.
In the
Well,
last
technically, it's a run back of a run back.
of a run back because they played each other twice in the last one.
Yeah, because Shiki put Kane and losers, and then Kane got some revenge.
Yes.
So Kane's not even considering Noctis now.
No, he's like, this is serious. I like this.
No walls again. Seems like we've seen Noctis snowfall quite a lot today.
Thanks, K-Wiss. Do you know what? You're a decent player. I do appreciate you contributing to this stream with your gameplay. You've done pretty darn awesome. You've got to come down and play with us at some point though, bro.
I'd be very eager to play K-Wiss. Really good player. And here we go with the unblockable low. Looking very even now. KaneAndTrench opting to run straight in, try and get the corn dog, but doesn't get it. Look at that pressure. Very nice. I like the change of pace that KaneAndTrench often has. He's even back, but when he goes in, he does go in hard. Oh, look at that sidestep launch.
Oh no.
But they're still playing. How is there a communication error?
See, this is like PlayStation, isn't it? This doesn't happen so much on PC. We'll restart this game because, you know, there's no way of telling who would have won that.
We did have an absolute... Everything went wrong on PC last week, didn't it? It was just
Oh,
one of those bad days at the office.
it really was. And through no fault of our own, it's literally...
Oh, yeah.
Discord went wrong, the Steam went wrong, you name it, it just went wrong. There were gremlins in the network. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to type in the old wrong name again. Where is he? Yellow Flash 101, right? There you go.
There he is.
Guys on stream, thanks for your patience on this. Still look, again, what is that?
Is it since there's been an update that this has happened? Someone warned me today that there's been an update and things aren't as good as they were.
That wasn't an update on PC only because of the fireball issues.
Maybe.
There was an update that was meant to improve matchmaking, and that was fine on console, but it was messed up on PC, and then they did an update to the update in order to fix the issues that the previous update has driven. I made that needlessly confusing by using the word update a lot, but get the idea.
Just marvel at how quick Rimulus is at doing this. Look at that. He's moving like...
Make me go slower now.
Yeah, his movement's much better in this menu than it
Let's
is.
commentate this. Punlock, let's commentate this. So, Grim
Wow.
looks like he's done this before, but he is under pressure right now, and that could be telling. He's proved he's got the execution, but does he have the mentality to carry this stream when we're waiting for a player to join? You can feel he's getting itchy now. KaneAndTrench declining to join.
Exactly. Do you know, the funny thing is I've actually got a keyboard which I used to use when I did the TNTs with KOF, and it's in the drawer, but I can't be bothered to go and get it. So yeah, I've got my joystick plugged in, and it's not as quick, but it's doing the job.
You're doing very well.
Yeah, proud of you, Grim.
Why, thank you very much. My life's
Grim.
achievement.
You've improved so
Grim, are
much.
you ever tempted just to hit go?
Yep, I really am. I think it's really unfair that I've got to sit here and wait. Senpai Shiki in the chat saying he's telling you Tekken doesn't like him today. Do you know what? It's giving you a hard time, admittedly. So we're going to pick up from where we left off. We're not going to do any penalising because there's no way we could have told who would have won that game.
I think that's fair. Are they going to go back to the same stage?
I think it's probably that stage that's bugged. Every time we have a stage with no walls, it tends to freeze up.
KaneAndTrench is actually saying pick the same stage, I believe.
Yeah.
Pick the stage, by the way, Shiki.
You know,
Let's see if he does. Khan's going to be watching this very eagerly. Right, okay, we're back to the Waller stage. Arctic snowfall on one of the hottest days of the year. This is the hottest April in over 60 years, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
No wonder.
yeah, I think Vern can probably remember the last one this April.
You cheeky little git. Listen,
I mean,
toe
I'm-
rag.
I don't know about you guys, but I am barely clothed. I mean,
Oh my god.
Do you know, I thank you for that image. I really didn't need that.
it's full on abdominable today.
we're all suddenly barely clothed.
Here we go.
On one hand versus the stream, on the other versus the lotion.
Right, okay.
KaneAndTrench wasn't moving much there. I thought there was a... Is he? That was weird. I felt like he wasn't moving much at range 2, but He was playing. He just knew what range he wanted to keep Shiki at.
So how are you calculating the ranges for this game?
If you're outside of jab range, it's kind of range. Range 1 is jab range, range 2 is medium, range 3 is quite far out, and then that's it pretty much.
Alright.
So, so for example, King's forward 2, where he does that dash elbow, that's kind of range 2, but his jabs would be range 1. Range 3 would be like coming in and doing the running knee, that kind of thing.
Right.
Or capital punishment, maybe.
Oh, what an answer.
I remember a long time ago, I used to play Tishimon in the arcades, not very often, but I once asked him which way to sidestep against Marduk, and he told me a different sidestep direction for each range.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I wish I never asked. And,
Yeah, I think-
and the Shirdel says range 0 is you can smell their breath and see what they had for breakfast.
I was just going to say KaneAndTrench seemed rather confident even, making the switch to Yoshimitsu. I'm not sure how likely it is that he's going to remember Noctis as a strong secondary.
Oh, great launch. Won't be the... Oh, doesn't convert it. It's not unlike him. Now it's KaneAndTrench's turn.
Not going to kill.
It's going to be close. Oh.
Aha!
He gets it.
Final round. Fight.
Gets the unblockable set up. Great throw break.
I like that, both people sidestepped it exactly at the same time.
Yeah. Kebab.
Oh,
Oh, gets the mid, that will be it. Great read from KaneAndTrench.
and right now Shiki sitting back thinking, it's no biggie. I've beaten before. I can do it again. Okay, so who's Wolf Tickets?
I think it's a certain Josie player's alternate account on Twitch.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a very low-key joker. I'd rather not explain it.
Because I'm baffled as to what he means by what he's saying.
I mean, Eastern Fighters is smoking hot, you know?
Anyway.
So, again, we'll ask the same questions we ask every time Shiki goes a game down. Does he go back to Steve? Discuss.
He'll go back to Steve. I think he's stayed with him the entire tournament. I don't see him changing again. I actually think this tournament is literally a personal challenge for him to play the character rather than the matchup, because you know he usually has a character for each situation he's in. On this occasion, I think he actually will stick with Steve.
Ice Blue Dove reckons he's going to go with Dragunov.
You think?
Gigantic Tager says this commentator has a soothing voice. I completely agree.
Thank you very much, Tager.
It's like he's whispering into your ear, isn't it?
See, here we go, Steve.
And look at the stage.
Same stage. It's like deja vu.
It is not random at all. Yeah, Mr. Grimm's voice is smooth like butter and sweet like chocolate.
Guys, if only I could blush. Oh, he's
Hang on,
gone for the
that's
power up.
That's not fair.
Range +7. That's funny.
I can actually feel Pun Life trying to work out a joke right now.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't actually. I actually wasn't. I was preoccupied reading something.
Make a fist of it. Okay, here we go. KaneAndTrench one round up.
I think this commentary duo is going to end up in 50 cups next time.
Nah, that's awful.
Go
back
back
to
to
the
good job.
Senpai Shiki catches him. Oh, again, no conversion.
See, now I'm actually genuinely wondering if those boxing gloves do change the hitbox of his punches.
They
No, I think
don't.
They should.
Oh,
That'd be too strong.
trade. Gets the winning
Nice.
two in. Very nice.
Kane just managed to be off with the rage drive as well, but not quick enough.
Oh, doesn't. Could he have done a delayed hop kick? Maybe. Who knows? Still just gets a good chunk there. Nice response from KaneAndTrench. Catches him pressing buttons. Will go in. Tackle? Yeah, he loves that tackle.
He
Kebab.
does. Oh, this is close.
Oh, again he gets him with that the toe step. Rainbow drop. Eternal Dragon will be proud of me. Great
Oh,
flash.
wow.
What a clutch flash. Gets the low and then converts it. Very nice. 2 rounds all.
Final round.
KaneAndTrench now on match point.
Fight.
Shiki getting caught pressing buttons again. Needs to be patient. Goes for the 1+2 break. Whiffs with it. You look at this delay here from Shiki. All these delays paying off.
There's patience
dividends.
though between the two of them.
Gets him with the throw.
Unlucky.
Really, really good game. Both those games were just so close, and we really saw Kane step it up when he needed to against Shiki, who looked so strong. So, we've got our grand finals, haven't we?
We have
Yeah.
indeed.
And it's going to be another run back, I believe.
Mr. Khan, who KaneAndTrench wasn't really ready for early on. Okay, thank you, Mr. Shiki. Bye-bye, Mr. Shiki.
Well played, Shiki. Another great performance. I think he was 3rd place last time as well, if I recall. I think he was. That's a really good performance again.
Of
Now
course,
we've got
guys.
Cane Dog versus Corn Dog.
Of course, guys, you know, while we're waiting for this match to sort itself out, because we're going to be here for a while, because it's PlayStation 4 and their loading times are ridiculously long, I'd just like to run through a few other things with you. This is the tournament that we're doing at EXP Leisure on the Saturday coming, the 28th of April. You can sign up for it at Smash GG. Just type in Tekken Fighter Z on Google. In fact, it'll take you straight to the Smash GG page. You can sign up there. It's going to be an awesome tournament, awesome day. We've got 2 tournaments during the day, both Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I actually got it right. Well done, Ben. And Tekken 7. And we have this coming sooner than you think. Now, a lot of people are excited about that. I know I am.
Gives me goosebumps.
Indeed. If you
Honestly.
missed the first Tekken Team tournament, you can actually catch it on our YouTube channel. Just type in East London Fighters on YouTube and it'll take you straight to us. It's the one with a picture of the elf punching through the stick, much like our TNT online series logo at the bottom of your screen there.
That Tekken 2 intro was the intro that made me like fall in love with Tekken and want to be good at the game. I loved that game. The intro was just amazing.
Yeah, I think it's many people's favorite game. It's like the first game that a lot of people go into Tekken and fighting games with, myself included, really.
Mm.
Man, I broke so many controls in that game.
Okay, so this is the grand final. It's going to be first to 3. We've got KaneAndTrench fighting from losers. He'll need to win 2 sets in order to take the prize.
Fight.
Down forward 1 pressure straight away from KaneAndTrench.
A lot of patience for both players.
Kebab, do you want some chili and garlic with that? Gets him with the unblockable. KaneAndTrench trying to sidestep away from the ball, does the jump, but still gets the well standing forward to punish that low. Very nice. Very, very patient, as you say, Pun Life. And see how he's worked him towards the wall, even though he's just blocked everything.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Kane is looking much more comfortable. No, I'm
That's an
getting
incredibly
spanked.
long perfect. That's like
That's another one for the ball.
How many is that? 3?
3.
Oh, God.
It's just basically a charity at this point.
It's worth it to see this level of play. I'm really proud of Khan. He's just come along so well. And Kane's just showing what a champion he is right now, working his way back into the game. Chili and garlic? Doesn't do it. Could have done it.
Chili and garlic. KaneAndTrench taking the first step onto a road of 3 games, that is.
That went pretty quickly. I mean, that wasn't excessively long perfect, but as wins go, it was quick. I'm being told by our bucket bot that it's actually 4.
What's 4?
It's 4 perfect.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, she's trying to bankrupt me. So D, I trust you. It's 4 perfect since I made that statement.
Because
Mind you.
she's about to destroy your wallet.
Our bucket boss, or bracket boss, but to us she's our bucket boss, is Auntie D in the Twitch chat. She's the one that shouts at everybody at tournaments. The one that everybody listens to instinctively because she is a very, very convincing mother.
It's out of fear, honestly.
Absolutely,
D-
I'm
D
scared
was
If
of
you
her.
value your life, you'll listen.
D was the glue that held Tekken team tournaments together last time.
Wasn't she
She
just?
was absolutely phenomenal. She carried the day with elegance. It was a hell of a show for her. So if she says it's 4, it's 4.
We just don't argue.
We don't argue with the bracket boss.
So going into game 2, I wonder if we're going to see a character change from Mr. Khan.
I think it'd be early.
You think he's not going to go with Kanzuya?
Well, maybe he will. Let's see. But you said it's the first of 3,
It is first to
So-
3.
so he's got time still.
Oh,
He's changed.
he's done it.
Has he spent his chips too early?
Well, I don't know. This is his main character. I think he stands a better chance of
There we go.
closing the gap with Kanzuya than he does with Eddie.
Can't see you. That's just going to get me every time. I quite like that outfit. It's really simple but really cool.
Yeah. Looks like a trucker.
Oh, great spacing. Could have electricked him. Easier said than done. Look at that. Lots of dashing in, but no just trying to see what he'll do. You've got to be worried sometimes about KaneAndTrench doing a flash. Great while stunning 1-2 punish. Now it looks like a flash there. No, he doesn't.
Looks like this combo might take it. No, doesn't quite.
Ooh.
Very good awareness from Mr. Khan, but then needs the down forward one anyway.
Round 2. Fight.
Finish him again.
Good punish.
Now the thing about when you're playing it's Kazuya, obviously Kazuya is a super strong character, but also you know that there are certain, you're going to recognise a lot of the animations a lot. They're easily recognisable and you see the perfect punishes over and over again. Look at that.
Nice.
Now,
See, I think he went too early.
you think so? Because he can't change character now. He's now stuck for the duration. For both sets, he's now stuck with this character.
And I guess he could go back, but what statement does that send to KaneAndTrench?
I mean, you could go Claudio, surely.
Oh my god. Does he play Claudio?
I think he does.
It's just wishful thinking for me.
No round Brown twice over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kane displaying his absolute performance and why he's one of the best in Europe, if not the best in Europe.
Well, this is a stark contrast to the earlier match, wasn't it? I mean, it did seem like KaneAndTrench literally didn't know what to do against Mr. Khan's Eddie.
I think Mr. Khan needs the right stage for his Eddie. I think he needs to be able to put Kane in a vortex a little bit. Kane's backdashing is really good.
Yeah.
So if he's on a water stage with Eddie, I think it's not going to help him. I would have stuck with Eddie and gone for a stage change,
Right.
and maybe that would have helped him. I also think, you know, there were a couple of moments there where Khan could have been, dare I say, a little bit more scrubby with Kazuya. And what I mean by that is that he could have gone for more lows, because we know KaneAndTrench, we've said it before, he stands up straight and he tries to punish things properly rather than guess when to duck. And I think there were a few moments there where I felt like Khan could have just gone for the lows more, tried to condition Kane a little bit more, or just taken the free damage. What does he do now?
It shouldn't be condition, it should be condition at this point, surely.
Or conditioned.
Yeah, conditioned. So we're sticking with Kazuya. He does have a plethora of characters to choose from, but certainly Kazuya and any other one of the Mishimas, actually, he's very, very good with.
KaneAndTrench. This is KaneAndTrench. KaneAndTrench, can he take 9 rounds in a row to reset the bracket?
It's
We know he's
possible.
capable of it.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh. Gonna get the wall. Oh, very unlucky there. Looked like it all should have connected, but it didn't. Hell sweep. Could have gone. Oh, what a great block. Was Khan listening to us? Was KaneAndTrench listening to us?
Got a
More
bit too
importantly.
cheeky over the hell sweeps. Oh, unlucky.
Very nice indeed. Knew the punish as well, which is good. I think he's minus 13 after that, low to mid. And again, he ducks. What
He was
a
actually
fantastic
ducking
read.
before the whole sweep came out.
Oh yeah, he got down on his hands and knees to have a look at the low coming in. It was beautiful. And this could be 3 no-round Browns in a row. Khan wants to have something to say about that. Gets a nice conversion.
Oh, just a bit too far out for the whip punish to hit.
Now, we could see a wall and then an unblockable setup. Here we go. No, doesn't go for it. And he catches him.
Ooh. Now, that is an
Great
interesting
try.
situation because KaneAndTrench has reset the bracket. They're both one set away from walking away with the prize tonight. A prize which you guys have actually contributed towards. Thank you very much for that. It's appreciated. So, KaneAndTrench has reset the bracket. We're going to go into the next game, the next sets rather, of this grand final. In 9 straight games, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think KaneAndTrench has a... He wants to get to bed before midnight by the looks of it.
He's got to be up for work in the morning.
I mean, honestly, I'm not complaining. I gotta be up for work as well. So, Kane, do your thing.
I see
That's
Rukang.
your friend.
Sorry guys, I see Rukang in the chat asking what the prize is today. The prize is a crowd-funded prize from everybody who's watching, who's taking part. Everybody. It's being held by Maturino. I'll put the link in the chat for you guys to have a butcher's. It's not too late for you to contribute to the prize. You don't have to actually put money in your take money out of your pocket. You can actually just click follow on the sponsor links or visit the website or whatever it is, and they'll actually contribute towards the prize pot for you. It's a pretty nifty way of making these little events a little bit more fun and more rewarding for the players involved. Of course, as a reminder to the players, be sure to sign up to Maturino yourself. If you manage to win, we need to have somewhere to send the money. Otherwise, Maturino keep it. We don't want that happening, do we?
I mean, I'll take it if no one wants it.
And we should say thank you again to our largest sponsor of today's tournament via Maturino, King Shamus.
King Shamus.
Who's written King Shamus wins. And he did win a lot today. He did very well.
So Khan's gone back to Eddie. Costume swap.
I love this outfit.
I do.
I'm not gonna let King Shamus win.
Khan Dog goes for the 1+2 break. Now, KaneAndTrench has shown that he's been breaking those consistently.
All those KPDs.
What's going on with this stage, by the way? Why are we getting it over and over again?
Maybe the update broke the stage waiting.
Oh, nice.
Look at that whiff punish. Absolutely beautiful. And that's his first round in 9 games. 9 rounds, I should say. It's his first round in 9 rounds. Pretty important to get it now the bracket's been reset.
Indeed. Mentally, it will make a huge difference to know that he can actually get on the scoreboard.
The thing I like about Khan's Eddie is that he's actually got a very deep awareness of his options out of stances. He's not just flowcharting with him. Like, he's not played this character for a very long time, but his knowledge of it, his options are quite deep.
Yep.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Nice. Stopping Yoshimitsu from floating in the air like that. Into a nice conversion.
Look at that. Down forward 2, does it again, catches him.
Oh,
Khan
just
could
too
have
slow
floated
to
him back
react
again.
there.
And that will be it. K to the O.
Round 4.
2 rounds to 1 up for KaneAndTrench.
I've just realised I haven't reset the scores. Of course I did. There you go. Sorry about that, lads.
Great whiff punish again. all that really great spacing from Khan. He's forcing a lot of whiffs. He just needs to convert those whiffs into damage.
Of course, at times Yoshimitsu can seem like a wall. You never quite know how he's going to attack, what he's going to do. Because everything seems to link on everything. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, and you never know what is a trap and what isn't a trap.
No, of course.
And KaneAndTrench is one of the least gimmicky Yoshimitsus around, and it's still you never know. 2, 1.
Oh, unlucky.
So close. So close.
Indeed.
I think he'll take some confidence from that, though. He wasn't battered like he was in the last few games. He showed that his Eddie's quite dangerous, and I would say that if that was a walled stage, he could have maybe put in a bit more, even more damage with Eddie.
Yeah. To be fair, that was hard work though. That was a lot of hard work for Mr. Khan to get KaneAndTrench to that point.
And KaneAndTrench has just written in chat, 2 can play at that patient game.
Man's talking trash, you know. Let's not have this off. Come on, guys.
Shen Gaming or NBA says, yes, this is the grand final. Khan was sat pretty in winners. KaneAndTrench was put into losers by Khan, but KaneAndTrench won in losers, went out of losers and emphatically beat Khan, and now they're both in losers. And KaneAndTrench finds himself 1 game up.
Yeah.
And we've just noticed that we've got a donor that has just beaten King Shamus on Maturino.
Oh.
Yeah, it's someone we know, Mr. Grimm. It's the real Pun Life.
Oh my days.
He's decided to out-donate King Shamus by 1 cent.
Let's have a look quickly.
I really couldn't help myself.
Oh
Besides,
my days, look.
Shamus is used to losing to me anyway.
Shamus, you've been battered into second place by an elf player yet again. That's bad. Sorry. Couldn't resist.
Oh, good on you, Pun Life. That's great. So how many perfects though is it? 'Cause I've got to donate $1 for every perfect.
I think it's still 4. No, 5 now.
Is it 5?
I think it is.
I need our bracket boss to be the mediator on this. D, if you've been watching, please do tell us. It's at least 4, maybe 5. The kids won't be eating all weekend. This is getting stressful.
Round 1. Fight.
Lots of feints for Mr. Khan. Playing a lot of mind games. Oh, look at that whiff.
So, I think Mr. Khan correctly identified that KaneAndTrench probably is less comfortable with the Eddie matchup than he is with the Machina matchup.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely, just through like watching the game, it's very easy to observe that. And Eddie's definitely his best chance. And the important thing is he's actually still, like, staying in the game.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem discouraged. He's still playing just as well as before.
Well, the thing is, when you play Kazooie, you're literally entering in a war of fundamentals versus the other player. And
Yeah.
I don't want to get into a war of fundamentals with KaneAndTrench. That's not my place I want to be. Look at this conversion from Khan. Doesn't get the wall splat, but
Wow.
look at that. He runs in and he puts in some oppression. Is this going to be his first game in response after 4 games in a row loss?
I'll tell you what is interesting. He has won more games using this outfit than any of the others. So my hypothesis about costumes giving you buffs in-game probably still stands.
Oh, we need to start doing crazy match statistics. Oh no,
That's
KaneAndTrench.
5. That's
I have
5.
kids. I have kids, KaneAndTrench. Don't do that again, please.
Kane is single-handedly destroying Stu's family.
Oh,
But he's the rationing. Bring him back the food stamps.
oh, we're going to Lidl this weekend. This is not good. No.
Oh,
No,
what?
no.
No, that's not perfect.
That's not perfect.
You almost went Aldi there, Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Thank Khan for that.
So, luckily, Mr. Khan has managed to get himself on the scoreboard. So in the last game with both players and losers, sorry, the last set with both players and losers, we have 1 game all. This is still anybody's game.
Wow.
Someone's going to walk away with it, and it's actually turning into quite an interesting final, I think. I quite like it.
There's another top donor.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yep.
Wow. Who is it?
I'm very disappointed.
No! Oh my days! Guys, I'm going to show you who has taken the top spot on the donors. Of course, this is the prize pot we're playing for now, $39, which kind of works out to about 35 quid-ish. 34, 35 quid. Super Nilly, Elf's own foreign correspondence from sunny Luxembourg, has managed to outdo Pun Life by 1 cent.
I am deeply offended by this.
Don't be offended.
Even though I literally did this myself.
It's a good shout. Thank you very much, Super Nilly, for contributing towards that.
This is getting into a troll donation drive.
Indeed.
362 from Super Nilly. That's pretty much all of Luxembourg's GDP in one donation. Thank you.
There we go. That should be fixed now.
Oh wait, what? Oh my days. Okay.
I don't even need to look now.
Okay, we've got a few seconds. I'm going to show you very, very quickly. Look at this. It's turning into a battle. Arj thought that he'd jump in there, but Pun Life, oh my days, that's his lunch money for the month.
Let's get back in the game.
Indeed.
Go Arj.
Oh, tomorrow is 420. I didn't realize.
420. Oh, it is actually 420. I thought Dugoyage was making a reference. Okay, here we go. So KaneAndTrench going through his unblockable setup. Currently 5 perfects, so I am down $5.
And this race is going to be the best donor, to be honest.
Nice spacing here. And KaneAndTrench, as he said, he's playing the spacing game and he's trying to be the more patient player of the two, and it's paying off right now. 15 seconds left.
It's not too late.
9, 8, 7.
Oh my god, it hits.
5.
This could take it.
4.
Oh,
3.
if only he didn't press a button.
Got excited. It's easy to get excited. All that spacing. Both players.
To the wall.
To the wall.
Extra
to
damage, the
wall.
launch,
Look at that.
and game. Well, round. Nice sliding. Just backs off though. Doesn't carry on with any more. That's an interesting decision. Maybe he was worried about the flash. I think it's the right decision because the follow-ups from Eddie's that Eddie has after that slide are usually quite seeable.
Oh, the spacing from Khan's so good. Again, just needs to convert it into a punish. Rainbow drop.
Not expecting that.
Aye, 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 aye.
Of course, the prize put is up to $50 now.
It's a fair amount.
It is not bad for the first time of us using this. Thank you to all of you guys who've contributed by either clicking the sponsor links or actually dipping into your pockets. It is very much appreciated.
Oh, great flash. Gets no. KaneAndTrench. Come on, man. Oh, that's 6.
Oh, was that another perfect?
Yeah.
Oh man, I fall for you, Stu.
This guy. I've never liked KaneAndTrench. That was really good. So it's $6 so far. So KaneAndTrench two games up to one. Playing very, very strong. Now, guys, Mr. Khan is on his last life. He's on his last character choice. Kazuya is his main, but KaneAndTrench bodied his Kazuya. Does he change, or does he stay with Eddie and see the game out with Eddie?
He's had more luck with Eddie than he has with Kazuya.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd be surprised if he did go back to Kazuya, actually.
And it looks like we may have someone else donating. Let's have a look here. Well, suggestions are we may have more donations, but we will see. We'll see if they come through shortly. I know I'm going to be donating $6 so far.
Wow.
KaneAndTrench is not doing me any favours whatsoever. I'm not even in this tournament and he's bodying me. How is he managing this? Okay. Oh, what a stage to potentially close out this tournament in.
Oh boy.
My favourite stage.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Khan's
surely-
got options here. Both characters have options.
I was going to say, does this stage not favour Eddie?
I don't know. I know that Kane. I mean, I've seen KaneAndTrench abuse Yoshimitsu's tricks on this stage, so it's hard to say.
Round one. Fight.
So here we go, KaneAndTrench only needing one more game in order to walk away with at least the majority, if not all, of the prize.
Oh, here we go. That's one.
Now, even if Yoshimitsu doesn't have tons and tons of floor break damage, he'll want to break those floors anyway and just prevent it being part of the game. Oh,
Seven.
KaneAndTrench. This guy, he owes me money now. KaneAndTrench, you owe me money. This is costing too much. I've got kids.
Aldi it is.
Nice knee. No perfect for you, my son. Oh, look at that. Very well played, Mr. Khan. Feels like he should be able to get more there. It's not a massive chunk.
Every little counts on, you know? Spikes him down, it's the last floor. Oh, where's the rage drive? Mr. Khan able to take that round.
Round three. Fight.
Nice
Good
challenge there.
patience.
Oh, what a whiff punish. That is absolutely beautiful from Mr. Khan. Got the wall pressure now. Does he get too excited? Yes, he does. KaneAndTrench is always going to be ready for people getting a bit too excited like that. Now KaneAndTrench gets to go in, does the unblockable setup,
Picked up.
and he's on game, match, and tournament point.
Will be one last
Pun
perfect.
from Pun Life? No.
No. There's never gonna be a last one. I'll punt till I die. And so long, and some more afterwards.
Khan can still take this game. If he does, it goes to 2 games all. Oh, what a great interruption there from KaneAndTrench. He knows that move. Goes for a down forward 2, whiffs, doesn't get it. Goes for a rainbow drop, doesn't get it. Spacing from both characters so good right now. Nice low from Mr. Khan. KaneAndTrench is going to run it. Is he going to have some garlic sauce with chili? No, he doesn't. And the clock is ticking down again. 15 seconds left.
It's a battle of patience.
Look at that patience from Mr. Khan. He's in rage now.
Oh my god.
Prevent it. So does KaneAndTrench. Khan's got to run in. Khan has to run in.
Oh, look at that.
So unlucky.
The weight.
But amazing performance. It's absolutely freaking amazing.
What a
Right.
good game.
So what we're going to do,
Unbelievable games.
indeed, what we're going to do is split the winnings, of which we have, it's not a huge amount, but
I'm going to be adding to it now, aren't I?
of ours, so we're going to have at least $60. Let's have a look at how much we've got. Well done, KaneAndTrench. You've done well. Bear in mind that this is actually a free tournament, so nobody paid entry for it. But we managed to raise this much, plus whatever's going to be added by Mr. Abominable, because he lost, or people kept getting perfects. So we're going to split this between the top 3 players. So guys, please make sure you have signed up to Matcherino. And our top 3 are as follows. KaneAndTrench is the winner, followed by Elf's Mr. Khan, and then Elf's Senpai Shiki. Not bad, guys. Second and third for Elf, bringing it home. Repping the good fight. KaneAndTrench, Senpai Sheepy. I said Sheepy again. And Mr. Khan, guys, make sure you create your Matcherino account so we can pay out your winnings.
And I'm just doing it now. I counted 7 perfects, so an extra 7 into the pot.
That's not bad at all, nearly $60.
KaneAndTrench, I blame you. Why did you start getting loads of perfects near the end, dude? Not on.
Yeah, you know, I'm actually tempted to play people now, but I haven't played Tekken for a while now since 3.0 came out, so I'd probably forget. I've probably forgotten everything. But guys, before we go, I'd just like to remind you of what we've got coming up. We have Tekken Fighter Z on the 28th of April. That's the Saturday coming. Make sure you sign up for it. It's our feature tournament for this month, the last event of this month, and potentially the last event for Elf at this venue. Now, the word is we will be moving. Aha, go figure. Not Elf, Elf like EXP will be moving. That's the word on the street. And this is potentially the last event for us at this venue. So be sure to come down to the waterfront, Old Ford Lock, and participate, because you don't want to miss out on the sheer atmosphere that this venue has. It's an amazing place, it really is. We also have this. Does that whet your appetite? It whets mine. That's going to be happening as sooner than you think. Believe me, it's literally just around the corner, and it's going to happen at a time when there aren't any other events going on. You can probably pinpoint it. Actually, it's going to be happening when there aren't any TNT events going on. Not TNT. What's the other one? TWT events going on, and it's going to be awesome. Shingame is saying, give me some notice. You'll have lots of notice. I've just given you notice. I'm saying it's carrying on. It's coming soon, which means that you guys should turn up for it. And with that,
He's bringing all his madams, he said.
his madams, the Manchester madams.
Yeah.
Why do I have this vision of, the pantomime women with the pillows in their bosoms and the big red lipstick?
Oh. Grimulus, I'm moist. Close this stream.
I don't feel comfortable on this stream anymore. I think I just want to go sleep now.
Yeah. So, Shen, that is Shen, whatever you guys want to call yourself. I think that's what the name's going to be now, is the Manchester Madams. Well done for that.
He did actually say Mandem, but I thought I twisted
No,
it.
it's going to be Madams. So, and with this, I'm going to take a cheeky play at this because, you know, yes, I have readied up, guys. I haven't played Geese for a very long time. And it does depend on who wants to play me. No one wants to play me, that's fine. Because I didn't really want to play anyway, I'd have got bodied.
KaneAndTrench, we don't need your PayPal in the Discord. You just need to sign up to Matcherino,
Yeah.
and then you'll have the prize winnings allocated to you accordingly. So no need to share that. Just log into Matcherino, and you never know. If I play in the next tournament, you can drop $1 every time I perfect you.
So wait, is he technically going to be taking like money away from the fund, or?
I think I need to go into training now.
Yeah. No, I'm technically the end boss for this. I'm not good at Tekken. I haven't played it for a very, very long time. And I don't expect to do very well at all. But guys, the winners, the top 3, please make sure that you sign up to Matcherino, otherwise you can't pay your winnings out. It's going to be split between the top 3. Obviously with first place claiming the largest share. For a free tournament, that's not actually bad. You've got tomorrow's lunch free. I think.
I mean, it depends where you live.
It's true.
Central London's pricey. I mean, you might be able to get like a carrot or something.
A carrot. A latte. What am I doing playing KaneAndTrench, honestly?
Here we go. Burns Geese
I played this for too long.
versus KaneAndTrench's Squid Thing. 10 wins in a row for Grimulus. Quit there, Grimulus.
I don't know you can rack up wins on bots and stuff and then bring them up online.
I know it's late, Punlife, because I'm finding you very funny.
Wow.
Nice spacing there from Grimulus. Catches him. Got him. Again. Got him. Down forward one. Lovely low parry from KaneAndTrench. Getting away from the wall, pushing him away.
Get off my game, mate.
Disconnect. Disconnect.
In it.
Disconnect.
Oh my god. Alright. That's one meme too many.
That was meme section. Grimulus going in pretty hard now, doing pretty well. KaneAndTrench giving Grim a lot of credit. And I'll tell you what, FDG flying JDCR, we've got our own Grimulus as the boss battle.
Round 3. Fight.
Nice punish there from KaneAndTrench. Good side step from Grim, but no conversion into a launch or anything else. Lots of ooh.
Oh. Not a perfect, I don't mind.
Round 4. Fight.
You're doing pretty well. Oh, good catch. Another low, great duck and perfect punish there from KaneAndTrench. Grimulus has 3 maximum bars. Use them. And he's... Oh. KaneAndTrench was ready. Excellent from Grimulus. Great with punch from KaneAndTrench. Goes to the throw, wasn't broken, that will be it.
Oh well. I'll take that.
I think you acquitted yourself rather well.
And I haven't played Tekken in months, well, weeks.
Months, huh?
I'm quite happy with that. Guys, with that, I'm going to bid you good night. It's been awesome having you join us tonight for TNT, and it's been even more awesome because I had two great commentators carry my sorrows in Stu Abominable and Lucas Punlife. Thank you guys for carrying me tonight. It's been awesome.
My pleasure.
No, my pleasure too. If you want to follow us, I'm Abominable at Abominable TV on Twitter, and Scrub Life, you are.
The real Pun Life.
And I am Lord_Grimulus on Twitter and pretty much every form of social media. Guys, thank you very much. We'll be back in 2 weeks for another TNT, and we will see you then. Good night.
Love you. Bye bye.
Night night.